All right, welcome everyone to the apparently the New Age myth after party is now is Autumn stage name, and I'm the old archaic myth, and we've got the not that old archaic myth just down there.
Not that old.
My right, yeah. So apparently, and my partner in crime, who's also from my neck of the woods, Mr. Randolf Richardson, has just decided to join this.
Now, just a quick note for Jen and you: we haven't actually committed any crimes yet.
She don't know that.
Oh, is she in the chat?
Well, she knows now, in case she's listening. Hello, everyone.
She'll be around.
So I'm going to be part of the roof tonight, so you get to see a little more exciting action than usual.
Oh boy!
There he is.
All right.
Destruction. See a little more exciting action than usual.
Uh-oh. Deadpool.
Oh,
Hey, Deadpool.
I hear an echo.
You're playing the stream, homie.
I have to say real quick, since Deadpool just came on.
Hey, there we go. Can you hear me okay?
You got to turn the stream off.
I'm
You gotta-
trying to-
The stream is coming through.
Hey, there we go. Can you hear me okay?
I kind of don't want it to stop. It's kind of funny now.
Damn it, Deadpool! What the fuck? Like,
You have to turn off
That was
YouTube.
perfect.
You'll have to mute the YouTube video so you can hear us.
I'm such a noob.
That was perfect.
He still has it
And yet
on.
still on.
It's
I think
still
it's just
going.
like a
Somewhere.
just close that
It's
window.
on somewhere.
Just get rid of it.
Yeah,
I just get rid of everything
Load it
except
up
for
on
what
your
I'm
phone.
on, and I don't have to deal with it. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
It's easier
Or
to be just on one
invest
thing
in
at a
good
time.
headphones.
yeah,
Mhm.
Deadpool, you nerd.
I mean, I paid $50 at Best Buy for last year's models. These work great, man.
Skull candy, baby.
nice.
I don't have that kind of money, Neil.
I got some Skull Candy headphones for my kids because you recommended them.
Oh,
They
they're
love
awesome.
them. They're awesome. Yeah, they're really happy with them.
It's top of the line for me or nothing at all, man. I use Alienware and Skull Candy. So
I actually have SteelSeries headphones, but my head's so small and they fit me weird and they lay on my ears and doesn't matter how small I go.
it's
And
supposed to.
so I just use these now. I can't.
Well,
I can't.
I have a medical condition called the big head, so
Oh,
I need.
Is that
some-
official?
BHS. I've heard of big head syndrome. I've heard of that.
Yes, it's not great.
Testing. Everything good?
Yeah, your game
Yeah,
is
you're
cranked,
very-
brother.
Awesome.
Now you
So
have a whole
turn it-
different problem.
Yeah, can you turn
My
your
game
mic-
is too high?
Oh yeah, you are fuzzy wuzzy was a
Ted Hart,
bear.
Ted
You
Hart.
need to stop
You're-
working out. Your
you're
gains
harsh.
are way too much.
You're very harsh right now.
Got
Yeah, I
these
get
So
it
I
a
want
lot.
to say,
Can-
I want to say, while Dadpool can't defend himself, I actually on TikTok, I follow this guy named Tom Powell, and he's hilarious. And he did a stitch with Dadpool, and I said, "Oh my god, I didn't even know he was on TikTok." So I followed him. And by the way, my name's just the same, just so you know. It's still Bino, just be on TikTok.
Be the
So
myth.
now I'm following him, and you're great, man. I love your shit. I really
Oh,
do.
thank you.
Yeah, you made me delete some other people because I was like, this shit's really bad, and these are really good. So you were part of that, and so I deleted some other shit. And-
You deleted Crimson Barrel, right?
Deleted
No.
Never.
No.
I don't do that. Crimson
I
Barrel
don't
is my
even
co-host
follow.
of my
I don't even
podcast.
follow Crimson Barrel. I don't-
Had to get rid of Neil.
Should.
There wasn't enough
You
space.
should. He's a genius, Mason.
Neil?
Really?
No, sorry, they're a genius.
They're-
they them pronouns.
They're a genius.
They're
Yeah,
dead.
he's-
Crimson Barrel
he's a
is
walking
one hell of
encyclopedia of all
smart
things,
guy
so.
on the mythology of Hebrew mythology.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows quite a bit, but I've had to set him straight on a couple things.
Then I have as well. There's a couple of things he is.
Well, I was
not
raised
like-
Jewish, so
Is it a big red barrel?
yeah, it's right. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Is my audio okay now?
No,
They're much
it still sounds bad. Turn it down more.
Shut up, Mikey. You're fine.
Okay,
Hey,
so
you know
I got
what?
Someone
Real
saying
quick.
it's good and someone saying it's no.
That's good.
Real quick, while I'm calling people out here, you know, Neil, this new stream I do on Mondays like really means a lot to me, and you know, I set everything up and I wrote down questions. Like I went through I have a little spreadsheet over here on my computer with everybody's names.
Nice.
And Mikey did not show up last night.
Oh, dun dun dun!
I
came
did.
on here
Sounds just like him.
specifically to pick on you and give you hell because I was a man short.
People were so disappointed, man.
So what
I
day should I
just
put you down
saw
for in July,
Like
Mikey?
a deer in the headlights right now.
I was like, I didn't get no notification. Go through my Twitter.
30 minutes before.
Yeah, in 30. I did get it. I'm sorry. I totally forgot. I'm a bad person. I apologize.
You have one chance of redemption. We'll talk about when to schedule you. Anyways, carry on, guys. I'm done. I just want to give him some shit live.
I totally forgot. I like my date. Like whenever a month transfers over, I don't move the numbers with it. So that's my bad.
I'm just checking my calendar now to see if you scheduled me.
No, Neil, we haven't scheduled you yet. I was waiting for things to calm down with your mom.
How about I take Neil's day?
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me Neil's.
Because I'm on a bunch of stuff.
That's why I'm so
night.
patient with you, because you're on like 5 different platforms.
Right. Well, no, I'm people have yanked me onto their shows, like Borg Skeptic. I'll be on Borg's show tomorrow. The Tang or Tart or whatever you want to call them. I'm doing the Scotch,
tangy tart,
the whiskey, Scotch, and cigar show with Dave Warnock and those guys on Friday, and then on the 28th. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'll be on there. That's right. I forgot you were on there. Oh, it's going to be a fun night.
Thanks, Deadpool.
We're going to have a good night.
But also on the 28th, I'm doing Hot Seat with V and Eric. It's me versus Eric for Hot Seat. So, that's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah.
That's great, man.
Did you just say that Neil's on the internet more than me? I take offense.
Well, Neil, just pick a Monday in July because I have room on every Monday in July. I'm just full for up till July 7th.
Okay. I'll look around and see what I can do. My mom should be dealt with within the next month, I imagine, for sure. Like they'll have her back at home. But we need to talk to her about live-in care because she's going to need it. Like she's at that point now. She can't really walk. She has one of those help I just fallen and I can't get up buttons, right?
Aww,
Life alert.
Man.
Yeah, the life alert. Yeah. And she's got to be, someone's got to watch out for her diabetes and stuff like that, right? So,
yeah.
And I can only be there so often.
Right.
So I go and see her as much as I possibly can, which is why I haven't been involved with the nonprofits lately, because Wednesdays normally I have off. So I go and see her. I go and see her Fridays. I go and see her Sundays. My sister goes on Saturdays. I'll go the occasional Saturday after band practice and whatnot. So we're there. We're taking care of her. So, yeah.
You know, it's funny because, well, not funny, like haha, bizarre. Because I listen to people like you now that I'm older that have, parents with health problems. And I lost my mom in 89, lost my dad in 2005. He was a part of my life anyways. That doesn't matter. But then I think about, how horrible is it or how much easier did it make it? Because, now like no one has to like watch her suffer into old age and die that way. Which one's worse? Do you lose someone short in a month, or do you watch them progressively go over years? I mean, so I don't know. It's just one of those bizarre thoughts I had,
Yeah.
like I couldn't even imagine my mom old and like needing a cane or anything. Like I can't even make my brain do that, because she was 45. So
I'd say the shorter the better.
well, that's my point is, we don't have to fight with all that stuff when, when she's older. She would have needed a kidney transplant back then if she lived. So then where would she be, health-wise? Kidney dialysis or something, then it's downhill. So I think about all these different ways it could have, if she lived, it could have gone wrong anyway. So
like my grandmother, who was the last living member of my parents, she had severe dementia for the past 5 years, and she mentally lost who she was way back in the beginning, but physically her body like kept her alive for 5 or 6 years beyond that. So for 5 or 6 years, she didn't know who anybody was. She didn't recognize me, didn't recognize my dad, her son. And we were all just like, she needs to go. Like, it's hard to say, but she needs to fucking go.
Exactly. Quality of life, man.
Well,
Exactly,
they say you lose them twice.
And that's exactly right.
Mhm.
But
But like when she actually like died, it wasn't like a big deal. We were like, oh, finally, like kind of.
Yeah, that poor thing doesn't have to deal with this, because what it does to them, for anybody who's never been around somebody with dementia, they're lost, they're confused,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it starts out with spots of dementia, and it scares them, and then they're back to themselves, and then it progressively gets worse.
Yeah.
And eventually they don't know anybody or anything, and they're just scared and feel alone, and like they're surrounded by strangers. It's torture for them, and they're surrounded by people who love them, but they just don't know that. And it's a terrible deterioration to watch. Yeah.
In a related topic, this lady in South Africa just gave birth to 10 babies.
10?
Wow.
Holy
man.
I
thought that somebody just gave
It's
birth to
always
9.
in Africa. Why is it always Africa?
Well, the last one was Morocco, so
What?
technically, yeah,
Or was it?
Africa.
I feel like it's every time it's Africa when they were like, oh, we have 8 babies.
Wasn't there octuplets born in the U.S.?
Yeah.
Yeah, at one point, but
Was
So
it
it's
a
not always.
natural? Yeah, was it a natural conception?
No.
Probably not.
She had cesarean.
Immaculate.
No.
if
Conception,
my
not
chick-
delivery.
she was a virgin, right?
Yeah.
So
Yo,
she
if
gave
my
birth.
girl, if my
She gave
girl
birth
comes
to
in,
10 baby messiahs.
Here's
My
what
girl-
kills me about that. They know which ones are viable, and they say to the women, do you want to keep all these? Or we can take out extras. We can take out some. It's a choice. It's not like they just, oops, had 10 kids.
What are the
Well,
chances that this person was religious and she didn't want to eliminate, like,
huge?
discard of her embryos? Yeah.
99.99999. It's Africa.
I'm
They're all
willing
like
to bet my
crazy
left
religious
testicle.
people over there.
Yeah.
She's either probably a Muslim or a Christian, depending on where in Africa was
it's
she?
in South Africa.
Oh, so maybe
Either.
Christian then?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
She wanted 10
gracias.
kids.
I swear to God, if my girl walks through the door talking about she's pregnant with 10 fetuses, and then she says immaculate conception, we're having a conversation. And we're going to have that conversation while I start packing my shit up. Because, damn.
I have 2, and that's almost too much.
Now
I hear you on
multiply
that
that
one.
times 5.
I had 2 toddlers, and it's rough.
They could take over the house by 1.
I have to take care of myself, and that's plenty. So
Yeah. That's how I look. Like, I don't have any kids. I always say that I know of, but I'm a handful all in of itself there, and I have no
Yeah,
idea what this means.
I don't have any that I know of either.
I don't have any pets that I know of.
Neil, you forgot about your daughter, Genesis Undead.
Adopted daughter, yes.
See, the only reason I really was like, okay, I'm going to have this kid is because I thought when I get old, I'll have somebody wipe my ass. And I said to him, you're going to wipe my ass when I'm old. And he
They
said,
probably
absolutely.
won't, though.
You wipe mine. So we're just taking turns.
I think I'd prefer baby ass.
Well, he'd have more cooperation, though, because I'm not going to fight him and kick him and piss on him.
Oh, here we go.
We will.
So that's what babies do.
That's the thing about the boys. We'll get you from a distance.
That's a good question.
I could tell you, Mark, from experience, because my mother is showing signs of it now, and her mother had dementia as well. They do not think they have a good quality of life. Most of the time, they pretty much look like deer in headlights. Honestly, they are very afraid, and because they're surrounded by people. So I've yet to experience. Okay, who's got some machinery going in the background?
Is that Randolph?
Randolph.
Did you forget to mute?
Yeah, but he's
No,
muted.
That's my cloning
Oh, yeah.
machine. I'm sorry.
It's QG.
Shut that down.
Oh, it's QG. That's what it is.
It's the gardener.
Yeah, the dementia person is also very frustrated all the time, so they're always pissed off, and mad and about something, and they can't help it because they just don't understand what's going on.
And
that's right.
When we took my granny out of the home and we brought her back home, and my mom quit her job to stay and care for her, and there would always be glimpses of my granny popping out, and it was always the cutest thing because she'd be like, Mikey, my purse is under that chair over there. Go and pull $20 out and you keep it to yourself and don't tell your mama. I was like, God, I wish that purse was there. Damn it, you beautiful little thing, you. There is no money, but thank you anyway.
I love you for trying to give it to me.
You tried, but you don't have a purse. You haven't had a purse for 5 years. So thank you, but there is no purse. It's like, damn, I needed $20. Fuck.
I always equated
Mom, Granny
that,
said, give me $20.
right? She'd be like, nah, she got dementia. I ain't
Nah,
listening to her.
fuck that. She said that shit. No, run that $20, Mom. I know you got it. Cough it up. You're not gonna listen to your mother? Is that what this is?
I always equated that stage before they lose it totally to anybody that's been around like 2-year-olds. You ever been around like a 2-year-old and you see them and then you don't see them for like 2 or 3 months and they're kind of confused and they kind of feel like they know you, but they're not really sure. Right. So they're scared. They don't trust you. That's what they seem like to me at that stage. Like they seem like they're at that 2-year-old. Like I kind of know you, but wait a minute. You know, my nieces and nephews did that to me when they were little because I wouldn't see them constantly. And I'd have to they'd have to take a day or two to warm up to me, you know, but anyways, that's just one of the ways to look at it for anybody that doesn't get it. Well, I'm sorry I brought this party down. I'm just going to leave now, Neil. I started this whole thing.
No, you fix your mess and then you can leave.
Oh, man. Okay,
all right, you got to come up. You got to come up with the round the horn question.
Ooh, right now? Yeah. Give me 2 minutes. Talk amongst yourselves.
I'm a little verklempt.
Huh?
I'm a little verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves.
Coffee talk with Linda Richmond.
I'll give you a topic.
Classic.
Maybe that's.
I think everybody except for Neil and I is too young for that.
What?
I have no idea.
Coffee talk on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, Gorilla knows.
I know. I was going to say I am older than you, Swede. I am closer in age to Neil than I am to you.
There we go. Got it. Got saved by the LB.
Why not just have coffee with? Sure, we'll go all tame like.
All right,
that's kind of where I was gonna go anyways.
No, I'm ramping it up. I'm ramping it up.
Yeah, but that's who you want to have drinks with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Jay.
Is Mikey lagging for anyone other than me?
No, it's just you.
Nope.
It's fine over here.
It's weird. You're like all the rest of you, the audio is synced up with the video, but for some reason Mikey's not.
No, he just moves like that.
Took up ventriloquism.
I've been working on my ventriloquist act lately. So what I do is I talk normally, but I just delay my lips.
Yeah, your audio is out of sync.
Wow.
Okay, so it's not just me.
Yep, your audio is
actually
out of sync.
Now that you mention it, yeah.
Oh my God.
It's not much, but it's like a fraction of a second, but still you get a little jittery too.
For the first time ever, B's internet is working better than Mikey's.
So we now know how to get rid of Mikey. We just tell him he's out of sync.
How about now?
No, it's still.
You're fine now, brown cow.
You're about a tenth of a second.
Yeah, I was going to say you were like one fraction of a second off.
I wonder why.
Oh, now it's a full second.
Oh, I saw that. It's bad, dude. It's bad.
I'm not changing anything. You're going to live with it. It's funny to me.
Don't anybody look at his lips. Nobody look at his lips. Look at his chest.
Look at my chest.
Nice.
Oh yeah, no, you're really off. I can't.
Now look at my chest.
You're freaking me out. If I was high, I'd be freaking out right now.
Really?
I'm not changing.
No, not really.
Why
That's
aren't
all
you?
it takes.
It's like an action kung fu movie from like 1975.
I don't know what it would take.
What you should have said is, if I dropped three hits of acid, I'd be totally wigged out right now. That would.
Actually, I had a student one time on PCP. Took 5 officers to hold him down.
On Angel Dust, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. He was punching a light pole when I got there.
Oh, how's the light pole?
Yeah. I don't know if he knew it was even a light pole.
He hurt its feelings. It's shattered.
Yeah.
I don't know whether or not this actually happened, but a friend of mine said he was at a party once and some guy who was on PCP was trying to pull his teeth out with a pair of pliers.
I had a student on cocaine remove the stitches that I put in his forehead 3 times.
Oh.
I kept stitching him up and he kept taking them out. I'm like, okay, you know what? We're done.
You get the glue.
Yeah.
Might have been before glue. I don't know how long ago was that.
Oh, there's Elmer's.
It was before glue. Yeah, we could have used super glue, but
yeah, super glue will work. It burns.
Oh
but it
no,
works.
I know. It'll work. I've glued my fingers together before.
Yeah. They glued my head together in Israel when I smacked it on the door post or the door frame over top. No, it's not because I'm really tall, but I actually jumped to get out of the way of somebody coming in the room, and I hit my head like right on the fucking door frame and basically went feet up in the air, landed on my ass, and split open my head. And they said, "Oh yeah, we'll just glue that close." I'm like, "You're gonna what?"
I'm sorry. Maybe it's the concussion talking, but it sounded like you said you were going to glue my head together.
First time I'd ever heard of that type of procedure, but yeah, they did it.
But I'm confused. To let the other person get into the room, you jumped. So people get past you by going under you?
No, we were almost collided. She came in the room and I was running out of the room. So my split second reaction was to jump out of the way like this, but I ended up smacking my head. And
so you have like a Mario reaction. I jump when things are coming at me.
Yeah.
I don't step aside, I jump.
Well, when you're 7'8" like Neil, it's hard to like, you are. I'm not convinced. Like I'm fairly convinced that all of the pictures that you and Randolph and Dave together, it's all CG. They've just taken the little box in the corner of Neil and they've shrunk them down.
Of course, it's CG. It has to be computer generated in order for us to post it.
Hey, did you guys just hear the confession? Did you just hear the confession? He just
Neil, I think
I heard him. I heard that he got you, man.
Neil, I think you misspoke. You meant Canadian generated.
Canadian generated. Yeah, Canadian generated imagery. Yeah, well, you can see all sorts of maple leafs behind us and cobra chickens and mooses. Cobra chickens are Canada geese, by the way.
I thought it was meese.
It's Mises.
Speaking of
meese,
Moosin.
Oxen.
Oxen.
The plural of ox is oxen.
Oxen. Hey, do y'all know what the plural for pancreas is?
Pancreata.
Pancreata.
Yeah.
That makes no sense, but all right.
Sounds like a pasta. What do you have to say? Oh, we're having some pancreata with some marinara sauce.
Yeah, that is a true story.
With some saliva sauce and
it's like Jawas running around telling us what their favorite pasta is.
Oh, here it is.
Pancreata Alfredo.
Rotini. Adrenaline glands.
It does sound like an Italian dish from Olive Garden, doesn't it?
Yes, pancreata with pancetta.
Pancreata with extra Parmesan, please.
And with a nice Chianti.
Oh God!
I'm going to eat myself now.
Yeah, there you go.
Because there are new people here, I think we can revisit some old Around the Horns. Some of the greatest
mild curses.
Some of the not you. Calm down over there, but definitely the concert one, Desert Island TV series on DVD one.
Yeah, what are you going to play that on a desert island, by the way?
Look, Neil, you plug it into a palm tree, it works. Okay, that's all we got to do.
There's no fucking palm trees on the islands around here.
Oh, I never thought of a non-tropical island.
Right? And we do have some deserty type islands here too, up in the Queen Charlotte's. But
oh no,
Mikey needs to explore the north.
Or what if it's a settled island like
It has
Christmas
power.
Island?
Yeah, doesn't have to be like a deserted island.
oh boy. So Autumn, I'm giving you use of my time machine and 1 free Magic Golden concert ticket. What concert are you going to go see?
Let's see here. Something like Billy Joel when he was younger, or
Ooh.
yeah, I think that would be really cool. Maybe the Beatles. I don't know.
Beatles is the popular one.
Yeah,
Okay.
some sort of. I don't
Thank
know,
you.
some sort of icon. That's hard. That's a hard one.
it is a hard one.
I'll stick with Billy Joel for now because I know I'd know all the songs and have a good time. What
I
about
actually
you?
saw him when he played here, when he was back in, I think it was one of the very first concerts I ever went to was a Billy Joel show back in like 1979 or 80, I think, or so,
Mhm.
at the Pacific Coliseum. It was a
Wow.
great show. Yeah.
All right, Aaron, you're up. You get the time
Mm.
machine and the golden ticket. Where are you going? Who are you going to go see?
Mm,
One night only. Don't pull the Woodstock thing like everybody else tried to cheat. God.
considering that I grew up with like only listening to Christian music, the only other music that I like snuck and listened to was like Nirvana. So maybe like a Nirvana concert.
That's not bad.
I
Biddy,
can
did
dig
you?
it.
What about you,
I've seen
Biddy?
them live too with the Melvins and Mudhoney at the Commodore of all places. Nice. And as
Yeah.
Nirvana walked in to play, Mudhoney was on stage. I was actually sitting with Mark Arm, the singer from Mudhoney's girlfriend, his girlfriend, and they came in and walked past me, and I threw up my hand like this, and all three of them gave me high fives on the way past. Right? So that was pretty cool.
That's cool. The Commodore's cool too. I've been
Yeah,
there now.
Commodore was great. And that was still when they had the tennis balls underneath there instead of the new floor when they took all that stuff out. And a buddy of mine actually has a square from the floor too. Historic
that's
piece
awesome.
of floor. Yes. Okay, who did we lose?
Wait, I might want to change my answer now. I'm taking this really seriously.
I just know what my first thought was.
Because, Billy Joel's still alive. So I'm going
Yes,
to go
he
with Aretha Franklin.
Nah, good call.
Yeah.
That's why I went with Kurt Cobain because he's dead. There's no there's no going back.
All right, Biddy,
But I'm
what
kind of
about
like
you?
a '90s grunge kid, so secretly.
Yeah. That'd be fun too.
So I used to be obsessed with the Spice Girls, like on a whole nother level. And we're talking pre-split with Jerry. So I'd have
So
to say
tell me
the
what you
Spice
want.
Girls.
Really, really want.
Not a bad choice. Yeah.
Spice Girls, yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, if that's what you're into, for sure. Hell yeah.
I'm probably not anymore, but like, it'd be fun.
Yeah, back then when they were pretty popular, the girl I was dating at the time was all about those, and that's all I had to listen to. So I used to have to sneak off and go throw on some Zeppelin or Sabbath or something. So, all right, B, what about you?
I would love to go see Ella Fitzgerald before she was famous and she was just in clubs and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah,
I thought
yeah,
she was
yeah.
just,
That'd be
she's
cool.
just
You seen some of the footage?
amazing.
Unbelievable.
I
You seen some of the
know.
footage of her from the small club at time?
I've seen pictures and heard, but I've never seen a video of it. No.
Okay,
Yeah, I've
She's
listened
amazing.
to some of it. Yeah, but
amazing.
it made me
voice.
think of it today because my boss named her kids Basie and Ella, and I said, "Wait a minute." And so he said, "Did you name her after Ella Fitzgerald?" She said, "Yes, I did." And I was like,
And Count
"You're my
Basie.
favorite person in the world right now." And Count Basie, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. Pretty
Yeah. Well, let's here, I know what we got to do because Mikey should be in here for this. Randolph, we're going to
Well,
remove you for the
I
time
just told
being.
him
We'll put you
I
back
can hop
in.
out.
Huh? Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't
Yeah.
realize you were out of spots here.
No,
Oh.
it's okay, Purple. I told Neil I'd hop out early and let other people in. No big deal. I'll just go ahead and yell.
Well, who popped in just before I did? Because I was sure there was still going to be an empty spot.
Well, Mikey had to go do something, I think. That's why he disappeared. And that's how you were able to get in here.
No, I was looking at before that, and even when Mikey was here, I thought there was a spot open.
Oh, okay. Nope, 10.
Well, not 10.
That's what I think, too.
Yeah, it would fit better on the screen. You wouldn't have any empty spots left. You have a round the horn question going, right?
Yeah, and things kind of got moved around now. So you're going to have to wait, Randolph, because I'm going to hit Swede next. Or
I can wait.
The man, the myth. Because we have this myth theme going. So apparently.
So I am literally the 90s grunge kid. Because I
would have been the guy selling you those albums, by the way.
One day I will get you to. So obviously the number one answer is 1992 Lollapalooza with sound on the one stage that had like Soundgarden and all the great 90s grunge bands. But if I had to pick one other one, it would be, was it 85 Live Aid? That was Queen's basically revival.
Wembley Stadium?
Yeah. That was when Queen like became popular again, because they were almost going to break up right before that.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
1985.
to go back and see Freddie in his prime in 85.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Awesome.
Absolutely. And Adelinda, Dragon Queen, also said, "How about Freddie Mercury and Queen?" Yeah, I would. I never did see Queen live. I think around that time I was into Kiss, so I saw Kiss live with the makeup, the original band too. So, and watching Gene Simmons spew out blood everywhere and fire everywhere was just like, I blew my little 11-year-old mind. I was like, whoa.
But yeah, 92 Lollapalooza would be the highlight of my life if I could have made it. But I was only 12 at the time, so.
You were only 12. I was like 30, I think. No, well, I was working at a record store, so we got free tickets to go to practically everything.
Yeah. You've told me this before,
and I still have
for it.
I still have the poster, the original brown bag poster with the Lollapalooza swirly thing that has all the members that I got from the A&R rep. So
every once in a while, I go back and look at the band list that they had from the main stage in Seattle, and I'm just like,
"Yep, Jesus Mary Chain."
There's just no way to top that stage.
Ice Cube, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, a Tool was on the second stage, along with Hiro Yamamoto's new band after he left Soundgarden.
Yeah.
It was.
And Cornell had started Temple of the Dog by then, right?
Yep.
And so they came back and did that. They played on a different stage, right?
They did a Hunger Strike on the second stage.
Okay. Yeah.
It was a great show. Anyway, okay. So, what about you, Deadpool?
No, big moment. I'm not even sure how to answer this. My first real concert was VNV Nation. Does anyone know who that is?
No idea.
It's an industrial.
Oh, okay. Now, as soon as you said industrial, I'm like, that sounds familiar, kind of, but I couldn't place it. But now I understand. Now, yes.
Yeah, my first real concert, and that was actually my first year of Bible college. I got hooked up with a group that was into that sort of thing. And they hosted a concert close by, and it was in like an abandoned slaughterhouse. Like, we went there, and there was just like old, rusty, bloody, like machines all around us, and it was fucking amazing. That was like my first like concert event. But because I feel like I've missed out on a lot of things I would love to have seen, like Metallica when they were in their prime in the 80s. Like, I was born in 86, and that's pretty much when they were in their prime, when I was a baby.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have been able to experience that.
I saw the Ride the Lightning tour in the New York Theater right here in Vancouver.
Oh, so jealous. So jealous.
Because that would have been when you were born was about what, Master of Puppets?
Yeah, thereabouts. Yeah.
One of the greatest guitar solos ever.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Oh,
if not the greatest. Oh, I see. So, Aaron, you're a mod on Pine Creek's channel?
Yes.
Get him to come on my show.
He won't. I can't make him do anything.
No, I'm not saying like hold a gun to his head, but suggest it.
I could, yeah.
I don't even think he knows who I am, but anyway.
He doesn't like scheduling things, and he's like the ultimate like rebellious son. He won't do anything that anyone asks him to do. But I could try.
Oh, maybe a crowbar will work better than a gun.
Yeah, maybe.
I could ask him. Yeah, he very, very rarely does anything scheduled, but
fair enough. That's fine.
But I could use my in and ask him if he would be willing to do that. I would like to hear his full story too. He has shared it a few times, kind of like in snippets on his channel, but it is interesting.
Well, if you're a mod, you could just threaten to release the Christian trolls on him.
Yeah,
he doesn't. He loves it. He would love that.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, he would. This is the problem. This is the problem with Doug, is that there's nothing you can do to bend his arm. Any kind of threats, he's like, okay, that sounds good. So you can't offend him or bully him.
Bribery?
I don't even think that would work. He's like, I make enough money. He doesn't even have a Patreon, or he won't do anything like that. It's frustrating.
Oh, all right.
Wow,
I don't know why I'm a mod there.
Yeah, he would probably have a lot of support on Patreon too. So I'm surprised.
I know.
I keep hearing his name, but I don't think I've ever seen his content.
Check out his
Doug
content. He's really good.
He's kind of awesome, but you can't.
He has good content, but he and I have beef right now. So he has good content, but I do have beef with him.
Doug is
drama.
Doug is kind of a pro at dismantling Christian theology, but he's not a like a Democrat or progressive, and he has a couple of political views that are hard to like kind of mesh with a lot of the larger atheist community. So, but I see him for his worth in like the dismantling of Christian theology, and like he really goes. He's got a long. I think his channel's been up for like 3 or 4 years, and he's got a lot of videos that he talks a lot about the historical part of Christianity, and like first and second century Christianity, and he's got a couple things that I learned new to his channel. And the other thing he does is he does SE, but it's kind of like SE mixed with open conversation, and he does a lot of hypothetical questions. So he's kind of mastered his his hypotheticals. He's like fine-tuned them very well over the last couple of years, and they're killer. Like I haven't seen anybody really get away with his hypotheticals without sweating.
Yeah. He's got like a good epistemological approach. It's not quite like street epistemology. It's like a mix of things, but he's got a good approach.
You would say it's a mix of SC and open discussion, because he definitely is not like Anthony or like or other people who do SE. It's not like he's not always taking like the passive approach. He'll build a lot of rapport. He's really likable, but then he'll straight up like make a comparison to like what a person believes compared to like a completely ridiculous hypothetical, and it'll be like point by point a comparison that they're exactly like similar, and a Christian will be like, well, no, I don't believe your hypothetical, but I believe my set of beliefs, and they're the same. And so he'll be like, well, you're really inconsistent with your epistemology. So that part is just endlessly entertaining for me.
Did you? One of my favorites is his interaction with Darth Dawkins, and he maintained
or Tangelo.
so well.
Yeah, he takes on precepts and like all of it. Like he doesn't give two shits about who he's talking to. He can handle it.
Oh, Darth Dawkins just couldn't get anywhere with him. It was impossible for Darth Dawkins. It was so well handled.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, Doug and like Shannon, I think, are the best two people who've taken on Darth over the years.
Yep.
I've taken him on a few times. And
Have you? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to watch that. I might be able to add you to my list.
Oh, sure, yeah. He's if you look for my name, Randolph and Darth Dawkins, you'll find there should be 3 of them out there. You'll find the most recent one is the one where he got the most angry with me afterwards. And
All right, I'll look for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug
quick,
is also Canadian. Yeah, he's a former Canadian. I grew up like just not too far away from where I grew up right between where Pine Creek Doug grew up and where Paula Gia grew up.
Crazy.
Sorry, Mikey. I knew you were going to try, so I had to do it first, so you'd accidentally pop yourself out, because that's funny to me. Anyways, Randolph, now that you're here, if you could see a concert that you never got to see, I guess is the way we could phrase it. Which one would you go see?
me and my wife would both like to go to the last Live Aid concert that Queen was at.
Right, so Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, that just
It's a good one.
that was one of the most amazing concerts, apparently. Otherwise, if it was before that, I guess the second choice would be Woodstock, because there's a lot of exciting stuff going on there too.
Aunt Jer's going to go off again if somebody doesn't acknowledge that she already said the Queen concert. So,
Who's that?
Aunt
Jer
Jer.
said that too?
Who's
Yeah.
Aunt Jer?
And I also said it, so
Yeah, well, that she said it a while ago that she always says that, and then someone else says it, and it acts like it was their original idea.
Oh, boo!
So she was going off in the side chat about that already.
I believe the original idea probably started with the people that produced the concert, more than likely. So none of you get kudos for that one.
Also, a few of us chose the Queen concert. That's interesting.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
it's a very famous concert. I think people are independently going to come up with that by themselves.
And plus, the Queen is very talented.
So who's ever heard of Queen?
Hold on.
The King.
Biddy's trying to say something.
Oh, I'm just saying I got a dip, but
Nope, don't let her talk. That way she has to stay.
but it was fun hanging out. I gotta go put my kid to bed. He's running around with a hose right now, and it's like 9:30.
Oh, awesome.
What could go wrong?
Right?
That's weird.
Yeah.
But
Good night,
Bye,
Biddy.
Biddy. Thanks for coming.
see ya.
Bye, Biddy.
Bye bye.
Good night,
It was
Biddy.
fun.
Hey, Biddy.
That mom
Watch your
life.
back,
I
Biddy.
gotta check out pretty soon for the same reasons.
Oh, you got the little ones too. That's
Yeah.
right. All right. Well,
I'll stay for a
real
couple
quick-
more minutes, but I'll probably go in about 5. So
That's fine. We got to hear from a mythical gorilla as well. So, which one would you go to see if you could, QG?
You got to unmute yourself first.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured it out. The last time we did this, I said Woodstock, and then you all made me choose one night. So I would choose the other night now.
That's because you guys picked the most ridiculous rock festival that ever was.
My American Cousin at the Ford Theater on April 14th, 1865. And then I tell Abraham Lincoln, watch out.
I forever change history.
That's not a concert. It doesn't count.
Well, how are we defining concert?
If you have to ask, then no.
Back in those days, maybe it qualified as a concert.
Did it have amps?
Are your children also running around with hoses?
they might be. Yeah, they might be. I'm not sure. My husband's home, but like I can hear them. I can
Then
hear them running
definitely
back and
yes.
forth.
Well, if they
It
are,
wouldn't be
then
out of the
it's really
question.
wet
That's
right
for sure. The
I
hose on the
actually think
trampoline or
they're-
something.
I think they're running around with hoses in my yard. I think.
now. Brooke. Wow, I haven't seen Brooke in forever. Hi, Brooke. How you doing? Brooke was on my
Hey,
show
Brooke.
very, very, very early on. Like within the first half dozen people that I ever had on, Brooke was on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. All right, Purple. What about you?
Well, yeah, you asked me this one a couple of months ago when I was in here.
Yeah.
So I was going with the first concert the Beatles did in the U.S., which I missed because it was about 5 months before I was born.
Oh well. Yeah.
Slacker.
Although I would also try to pick up a couple of dozen tickets there, because I figure I could come back now and hawk those on eBay for about $500 each for unused tickets to that concert.
This question is not for everyone to find the most lucrative concert to buy tickets from. You guys are monsters. I'd go back in time and get a Bach to sign a couple things and write me an etude or two. That is not the point of this.
Go back and tell me to keep all 8 of my Black Lotuses.
Maybe they're going through some hard times. Maybe they need the money.
No, that is not what my time machine is for. It's very specific uses.
All right.
Apparently, all
my time machine is only for going back in time to a concert that have amps. Apparently,
correct. Or else it's not a concert.
Which means you're limited to like the advent of electricity and amplifiers.
Yep.
So does that mean I have to leave during the operatic?
Yes.
Yeah, get out. Suck you right back to the present.
So you wouldn't want to see like an unplugged show?
It's got a microphone.
It could have an amp, they're just not using it, right? Like they just don't turn it on.
What about like
Nirvana Unplugged would be a hell of a concert.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that. I'm like, I'd be happy with Unplugged in the basement or whatever. I don't care.
Of course, you can actually just get online and watch it. So
yeah, you could. Yeah.
That is an option.
Maybe I'll get my band to do an unplugged tour around town here, Aaron.
Do it. I'll come. I'll support.
That's a good excuse for me to get. I would say stateside, but province side.
Yeah.
Canada side. It's okay, Brooke. Take care and best of luck on your upcoming journey. We could do it. I mean, well, you know what? Honestly, any Saturday, and if you're not doing anything, you know, and you get a chance to get away, you're always welcome to come by our jam space and hear what we do there.
Actually, I wouldn't mind that. Saturdays and Sundays are my best days because that's when Chris is home, so he can watch our kids. So
get out. I'm running away, Chris.
I have like very little time to myself during the week, but on Saturdays and Sundays, it's a little bit better.
I'm go hang out with some rock stars, honey. You watch the kids, will you?
What's that?
That's right.
I will. Actually, Aaron, I think you already have my number, don't you?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Aaron, are you local here?
Yeah, I'm in the Lower Mainland area.
Oh yeah, I'm in Richmond as well. So
yeah,
but I don't mean you're in Richmond. I mean, I'm in
as well. Of all the places in the Lower Mainland, everybody's in Richmond. Thank you, Randolph.
No, I don't live in Richmond, but we all live like within like half an hour of each other.
Well, that's right, pretty much.
No, I live an hour away.
You need to drive faster.
I probably live closer to you then.
I need to avoid the stupid bridge.
Yeah. Which one?
Okay, so we're on the same. We're probably on. Oh no, we're not on the same side then. No.
Mm-mm. No, you're not on the same side.
I'm on the south side of. I'm on the. Yeah,
north side of the Fraser.
I don't know. I haven't been outside my town in like months.
Where I live is optimum because you can get to anywhere in the Lower Mainland within 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Is America in the Lower Mainland?
Yes.
That's right. It is. It's lower than our mainland.
Yeah. Everything is lower to me.
Yeah.
I'm sort of close to the Dees Island Tunnel, if that gives you a good reference point.
And I am just a stone's throw away from the U.S. border.
Oh wow!
Oh,
so if I convince your kids to like wet up the earth, I don't know, for like a tunnel.
Yeah,
that'd be
it's like I could walk there. I could be there before it's dark out.
So I'll just start a tunnel on my side, and then like if you have like a shed in the backyard or something, I can just pop up across the border.
So perfect. Once the border opens again, then we can stop at your place on our road trips down south for American snack food.
Yeah, totally. Okay. Go for it.
And apparently blue artificially flavored maple syrup.
Okay, folks, we're gonna have to say goodbye to Autumn. She's got to take off.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it was a pleasure.
Bye.
Thank you very much for.
Thanks for coming.
for being brave enough and coming on here and sharing what
Hey,
you did.
real quick, Autumn, was this the first time you've really gone public with your story?
Yeah, I Neil asked me like a year ago, and I wasn't ready to do that. I wanted to like be more established, like in the community first. So then I did this. This is the first time coming out with like all of the well, not all of the information, but the heavier stuff. And then I probably will do like an edited version on my own channel like soon.
All right. Look forward to that.
All right.
Do you want clips from this one?
Probably not, because I'll probably refilm it with a like not a webcam, but like
Oh,
and
listen to her. Listen to her. Not with like a webcam, like with one of my good cams.
Well, because for editing, I wouldn't even know how to use like. Well, I guess I could just download the stream and use clips from it, but I think I'm going to do it a little differently. I think I'm going to do it like because I'm going to add more information, and it might be too confusing to use clips.
Autumn's got visions, you guys. Just let her be her creative self.
Let her She's totally got this figured out. I'm just throwing wrenches is where I can.
Let your creativity flow. Like it's your game. It's your creation.
Oh.
Thanks for sharing tonight, Autumn.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a good evening.
See you later.
All right, bye.
Bye, Autumn.
All right, she's gone. Let's talk about her.
Well, the only thing I was going to say, hopefully, before she left,
was
when I get to Faithless Forum in November, if we're allowed to fly down to the U.S., because I was scheduled to be a speaker for this one that they had to bump. I'm just going to give her like the biggest hug ever, because like, no shit, you guys. I had the tissues on standby, and I was choking up. I had a ball in my throat.
Oh, clip that, tons of mice.
And I don't think that's appropriate, but okay. But I think like some of the stuff that she went through, and Aaron, you went through some similar stuff, like with her, right? And it was hard to hear both yours and hers, right? So
I have no makeup on right now. I cried the entire time she was talking. Yeah. And I mean, like, Autumn and I have become good friends over the last year. And she shared a few things with me, but I knew that this was coming up too. And so I was crying the whole time. Yeah. And there's quite a few things that are very, very similar about our stories, about our first relationships, our first marriages, the way we got into it, the way we felt about it. So many similarities. It's heartbreaking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Let me interject here. Neil, I'm pretty new to the atheist community. What I've quickly realized is that you have created a platform for people to come out and share their stories in a way that they would otherwise not be comfortable with doing it. Like they're comfortable saying things on your show that they wouldn't be comfortable saying otherwise, and I think that is. I hope something you've created, and I think you've done a very good job of that. I've experienced that, and Autumn seems like listening to Autumn like share her story. It's like, wow, I can't imagine her saying those things on any other show other than Neil's.
Appreciate that, man.
So I think you've done a very good service to our community here by providing a platform for things like that from my naive experience. If that makes sense.
It almost feels like a rite of passage now, like when you've come out as like an online activist.
I keep hearing this.
Like you have to go on Neil's show. Like that's how you kind of like that's the next level. Is once you start talking. Yeah, well, no, not even that. Just like it's like once you've started sharing your story, like Neil's the show that you go on and share your whole story, and that's where and then from then on. Anytime you're talking to somebody and they want to know more about your story, you can link them to Neil's channel and be like, oh, this is where I shared my whole story.
I think this is Neil's deconversion stories are a very important contribution to the atheism demographic because it gets people more examples of seeing that, hey, this is okay to leave religion and talk publicly and openly about it. So it means people can be more comfortable with who they are. So it is so important from a social standpoint, social demographic standpoint, what Neil's doing. So thank you, Neil.
And like Neil, you reach out to people. Like people don't reach out to you. Like you extend that arm. Where there's all these people, like myself and like Autumn, who were like, I'm in the midst of an existential crisis. I don't know who I am. And then you reach out and you're like, hey, do you want to come on my show and share your story? So like you make that effort, and I think that makes a big impact on people's lives.
It's also important to people like me who've always been an atheist. I've never been believing in deities or part of religion. It helps me to understand what people go through when they come out of it, because I hear hundreds of stories on Neil's channel. This is valuable to me to understand these perspectives. Otherwise, a lot of the stuff that I hear, I wouldn't have even dreamed of. Like it's amazing what some people have been put through. And that they've survived, and now they have this wonderful outlet to meet people who are friendly and encouraging and welcoming and helpful to getting past all of that.
Oh, by the way, Aaron, when we finally meet up, tell your husband not to punch me, because I'm going to give you a big hug too. So. Oh no.
He's like he's not like, he doesn't like being like shown on camera, but he's like fully involved in everything that I do.
Oh, excellent!
He like knows everybody, and like I can refer to people by their first names, and he totally knows everything. So if I go anywhere, we'll get a sitter and we'll come watch you play. That'd be great.
Okay, that'd be awesome, because we have a lot of fun, and we do it on morning times. Like it's early, so there's no beard yet. Although I could probably, but I got to drive, right? So we used to do it in the evenings, and I could throw back a few and hang around for a few hours, and then finally be able to go home, right? But yeah, we do it in the morning now. So usually around 11 a.m. is probably when we go actually start playing stuff, right? Randolph used to come out when we played on Friday nights, but we can't do Fridays anymore. Damn guitar player got a better paying job, and it took our Friday nights.
I'd like to get back out there and listen and watch you guys play again. It's a very different experience from listening on radio or computer. You feel the music.
Yeah.
So
live is always better. Live is always better. This is why Christian worship works so well.
I got a couple of atheist themed songs too. So I
used to play bass for worship.
Did you
play bass?
Yeah. I
was looking for a bass player.
No, I'm not good. But like, for, like Sunday
Sunday
morning things.
But it's been like 10 plus years. So.
Yeah, me too. I don't even own a bass anymore, but like I used to, and like I only kind of realized this later on, but like I actually had control of when the Holy Spirit would show up.
Yeah,
you just like crank that amp a little bit, and
Holy Spirit's a hell of a bass player, huh?
Maybe like what's it called when you go up a note? Can't remember right now.
Octave?
Key change, or like. A couple songs we had, like I had like a second bass guitar that was like in a drop D just for the chorus. Oh, yeah. That shit got everybody slain in the spirit.
Yeah, you're speaking my language now.
I grew up in a Pentecostal church, so
hit him with a drop C.
Yeah.
I think that's really close to the brown note, so you might not want to do that.
Yeah.
Is that like dropping acid?
I just play ukulele for my kids now. It's not I don't play bass or do anything cool anymore, but
shut up, Steve.
Oh man.
I remember when I played the kids' guitar, aka the bass. Then I upgraded and got 6 strings.
Did you just say the kids' guitar? Oh shit!
Yeah, because they don't make 6-string basses.
Oh,
yes, they do.
They make 12-string basses.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm tired. It's like
this is a fight. This is a fight now.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Hey, I have basses too when I don't feel like playing guitar.
You know what? I will be completely honest. Listen, I played acoustic guitar for a few years, and then I was on I did like a year-long missions thing, and we did like music and dramas and all that culty stuff. And like they were trying to put together a worship band, and they're like we were trying to round out the band, and they needed a bass player, and they're like, well, Erin plays guitar, she could probably play bass. And I literally picked up the bass guitar for the first time on the Thursday, and I played Sunday morning worship. So I'm not, especially for Christian, but my clarification is just that only works for necessarily Christian like Sunday morning worship. I only need to learn four different notes to play the very first Sunday. To play the first Sunday. And we only played 3 songs.
You heard that, Dadpool? Right out of her lips.
No,
she already knew, after knowing how to play guitar, it only took her 3 days to learn your little bass tricks.
I'm not even bullshit. It is very easy.
It is very easy to play, like God of Wonders or whatever. Like that's nothing.
Hold up, guys. Hold up, guys. We just had this troll guy just jumped into the chat here. I don't know. I don't know what the hell happened here.
Aren't I?
How you doing, Dan? Fuck, it's been a while, man.
I know. Yeah, I just I was out grocery shopping when you sent out the link earlier, and then I realized, I wonder if that thing's still going on. I was like, it is. I'll just
Autumn just left.
Autumn literally just left. Yeah.
And now we're just trashing on worship music.
Oh, nice. I like your show. I like your Truth Wanted show a lot.
Oh, thank you.
Good show.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll trash on some worship music. What do we trash on specifically?
What's your position on bass players?
Position on bass players?
Just bass players in general, like skill level compared to a guitar player.
Choose your words wisely, Dan.
No, don't you poison the well.
Well, when you notice them, I suppose that means that usually it's a bad thing if you notice them, I guess. So when you don't notice them, it's a good thing.
All I do is look at the bass player.
Have you heard?
That's funny because most bass players, all they can do is look at guitars. They can't really play them either. So
we know where he stands.
So apparently you don't know who Les Claypool is or John Paul Jones.
Yeah.
No, that probably says something, doesn't it? If I don't know him.
Burton.
He's the bassist for
Victor Wooten.
Don't try to pull Victor Wooten out of your ass. He's not even a bass player. He's like a savant that has a bass.
He's a fucking god.
Who knows what he would? Who knows the mountains he could have? Who knows what mountains he could have climbed if he actually had a real instrument?
Oh my gosh, no! I feel hurt now.
Les Claypool, yes, exactly.
A good bass player is like, so like no. So
Jaco Pastorius.
Yes, classic.
Like
legend.
Probably Victor Wooten. Like, come on, people! These are phenomenal bass players.
Those are. But did you use
what about Geddy Lee, for crying out loud?
Did you use a pick, Deadpool?
I've never used a pick in my life.
No,
okay.
No,
how about you, Aaron?
I'm a pluck and thump.
How about you, Aaron?
Yeah, I did for like a few songs. Yeah.
See, you're in the bottom tier now because you're not even a bassist now. They would call you a bass guitarist because a bass player would never touch a pick.
I only played pick for a few songs.
I will
admit, I only used a pick for a few songs, and it's because I have girly fingers, and I couldn't keep my calluses up.
I love bass music. I just love getting Deadpool's goat. It's just so it was right there, and I was like, oh, I found a vein.
The gatekeeping is real.
But you have to admit that the Holy Spirit mostly works through the bass.
I would say the organist.
I agree with that.
Well, I don't know. You can say whatever you want about any instrument. The Holy Spirit works through the bass guitar. So I don't know what else you have to say.
It's kind of like a fuzz pedal that you can click on and off, except it's just the Holy Spirit, and you just kind of changes the sound.
The bass is the reason your girl dances.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the drums. It's not the guitar. It's the bass. The bass is the reason that your girl is twerking on the dance floor right now. Just a heads up.
It's not untrue. Yeah.
I mean, I do most of the twerking in our relationship.
We can get into this, but like, I loved the bass amp. It was great.
Now, just because I have two 12-inch subwoofers in my car does not mean I like bass. With 1,300 watts, that's not because of a love of bass. It's the bottom string on a guitar. That's why.
The bottom string? You mean the D string or G string?
I play drop D. Well, D flat.
D flat.
All my stuff set up. It's not quite drop D because like Lamb of God is drop D, but I didn't want to go see like August Burns Red or anything like too heavy. So
is that
it's a nice
Pico?
Dread. Okay.
Dan, is that Pico?
It is.
Pico the guy.
He's
Boy,
fucking huge now.
I know, he's so big. He fit in my hand when I first took him home. And now he's a giant like me.
I remember. Yeah, you know what? When I met you, dude, you're one of the few people I actually have to look up to.
I know.
It's kind of a thing people don't really expect it.
You and Maggie to say hi to
Oh, I feel honored to be in that crowd.
You and Holy Kool-Aid, the biggest atheist I know.
Oh my goodness! Look at that face.
Me and Thomas, really?
Aww.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thomas is tall too.
This is the saddest dog you'll ever meet.
Aww.
Just why did you break that puppy's heart?
She always has a broken heart. Always. There's no making. She's happy, but she always looks sad.
Some bullshit.
She's like the grumpy dog, you know, like grumpy cat. It's a grumpy dog.
Not fair.
She's always right beside me.
I feel like I've done something wrong just by looking at it.
Yeah, you know, it makes you search your heart.
I feel like I need to repent of something.
I don't know what I did, but I am so sorry, little pup.
Also, the conviction of the Holy Spirit.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. Wait, I wasn't even there. It doesn't matter.
She cranked the bass amp. She cranked the bass amp, and then like opened up a kennel.
Yeah.
Like in the back of the sanctuary and just let the puppy walk around looking at people.
Just making them feel so guilty.
During offering time, they just let the dog out, walk around up and down the pew with a little plate in its teeth.
Is that the hub?
Hello, hubby.
Certainly hope so. Otherwise, she's getting kissed by strange men.
Yeah, I hope her husband doesn't see this stream. She just totally made out with some dude on camera.
That was my little guy. I said I was leaving like half an hour ago, so now he's putting him to bed.
He came in. Oh, I thought he came in with the rope, tried to lasso you out of there or something.
No, he just said coming to say goodnight. I should go though. I have another one to put to bed still. So.
Well, you can. Whenever
but this is fun though.
Man.
We're talking about the bass guitar, and I agree with Captain Dadpool that the bass is the reason why your girl's twerking. And the guilty dog and Pico and all that.
Hell yeah. I mean, you don't got a band without a bass player because the bass and the drums are the complete rhythm section for your band. And you, if you've got a tight rhythm section, you are fucking on fire.
Mm-hmm.
That is accurate, scientifically.
Objectively true.
Yes, it is.
Science has confirmed.
Okay, Larry, why don't we do another quick round table because I kind of have a question.
It's around the horn. Round table's just something else.
Okay,
Okay,
sure.
I'm going to stay for this, and then I'm going to leave for real.
Okay.
Then you'll have to answer first.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. When you were growing up, did you ever have like your favorite toy that you wished you would have kept because it was worth a fortune now?
Yes.
Okay, well we'll start with Aaron.
No. My favorite toy was just like a raggedy old doll. My brothers probably they would say something different, but no, I had this like wretched looking doll that I cut her hair off, and I loved her still, but she's been gone for a long time. That was it for me though. I was just into that like kind of thing, and my dog.
It was your Cynthia. It was your Cynthia doll, like from Rugrats.
Yes, yeah. It was looking rough. I tried to be a hairstylist and tried to do a bunch of things, but other than that, no, I don't have an interesting answer for that one.
All right, fair enough. What about you, Dadpool? Did you have like a toy that ended up becoming like worth a fortune later?
I don't know if it's worth a fortune, but back in the day, my favorite show was Beast Wars, which is a...
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, you already know.
Yes.
I had a metric fuck ton of those toys.
I love that show.
And I don't have any of them anymore. Like, I sold all of them in a yard sale. But I had all of them pretty much.
Send me a list. I can
They're all
probably
gone,
replace
and I
half
wish I
of them.
had fucking kept all of them.
Hang on, say that
and
again.
I want to go back in time and like punt my teenage self in the dick for selling them to random strangers at a yard sale. Yeah, I wish I still had those.
Send me a list. I can probably replace half of them. I've got several cases of unopened Beast Wars toys in my storage locker.
Really?
I will buy some of those.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
They're one of the lines I used to collect. I kind of got away from the Transformers. Only kept a couple of specific ones now.
I had all of them, from the original show right up through Beast Wars.
We'll be in touch.
Every time they came out.
That Griffin thing was my favorite one.
Hey guys, sorry, gotta go. I'll see you later. Thanks again.
Oh,
For 10 minutes.
What toy did you have that you wish you still had?
Yeah, Dan, don't leave yet.
Either various Pokemon cards, or I used to have a Mario toy that came from Wendy's. I remember.
Oh,
and
probably worth something.
That's probably worth something. You know, those fast food toys are always worth something online. So
yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, I do gotta go, so I'll see you guys later.
Okay, I'm gonna go too before you guys go into the next person.
Okay, Aaron. Thanks for jumping in.
Bye, Aaron.
Good to have you. It's been a while.
Great to meet you.
Me too.
Stop making the dog sad, Aaron.
I can't.
Yeah, you're making the Lord sad.
The poor little dog. The doggo.
Well, we got some open spots, and that's not even 8 yet. And I can probably go for another hour if anyone wants to jump in here with us. But let's carry on this one. What about you, Swede? What about you for toys wise?
I had a shrink-wrapped, sealed beta set of Magic the Gathering cards at one time. And then I decided, and this is back when they actually sold each card as a set. They don't do that anymore. You have to buy the packs. And imagine what a shrink-wrapped beta set would be worth today.
Oh, I'd like
$5.
The guy that owns this apartment building would have to sell 5 of them in order to afford that fucking thing.
I mean, it would be in the $100,000 range.
What is it? Beta set Magic.
It's the beta. So Alpha was the first edition. Beta was the second edition. Unlimited was third edition. But Beta was the first one where they put the rounded corners on. And if you have Beta Black Lotus itself in mint condition goes for like $40,000-$50,000 on eBay.
Yep. I had 6 of them, dude. 6 of them.
And a mint condition Mox, which there's 5 of those or 6 of those, or no, 5 of those. A Mox goes for $5,000-$6,000 itself. Ancestral Recall goes for $5,000 or $6,000. Time Warp goes for $3,000 or $4,000. And what's the last Power 9 card?
Exodia.
Oh. Wrong game.
Mewtwo.
That's a good question. Fuck, hang on.
Time
I'm
Warp.
gonna Google it because that's right. Yeah. See, I got out of Magic by
the
plane
more
point.
important thing was I had in protective sleeves, and I still have today 40 dual lands from the Unlimited.
Cool. Very cool.
And those
Holy
are
fuck.
worth roughly $500 to $600 a piece.
That's decent.
Jeez,
All right,
Rust.
I have a genuine question here.
Mm-hmm.
If you go into a game and you pull out like one of those cards, do they go like, or like that's not allowed because it's like some next tier shit, or are they just like forced to deal with it? I'm saying.
In Magic the Gathering, every year there's a new list of what's allowed as far as cards are. The old Power 9, they're banned. You can't use them in tournament play or anything. So like in every year, like the previous editions, a lot of cards either get what's called restricted, which means you can only have one in your deck, or they get banned, which means they're ineligible for tournament play.
Right. You can play them in casual play, but not tournament.
Yeah, like I could walk into any card shop
Or a
and be like,
retro
sit down and play my deck, which has a Power 9 in it. And people, people would either be like, I never want to play you again because I win on the first turn. Or they'd sit there in awe that I had a Power 9 and set it down in front of them.
So then,
if I went to a sanctioned like tournament, they would tell me to GTFO.
That means get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So
Captain Obvious.
what is the point of even owning something like that if you can't use it?
Well, I mean, you can in casual play.
Right.
It's just the fact of the
casual
matter.
play you can, right? Okay.
Back in 1993, like Magic the Gathering was just getting. Like Magic the Gathering didn't get popular until 4th edition, which no longer included the Power 9. They just ended making them, and so all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, I have to go back to unlimited beta and alpha sets to get them. Well, they weren't printing any more of those. All of a sudden these things are really, really rare, and now they're worth a crap ton of money. An absolute crap ton of money. And it's interesting because when I was first started, when I was 16 in 96, a Black Lotus would go for about $300. So, I mean, if you had a time machine to go back and buy up a lot of old Black Lotuses for a couple $100 a piece from people.
When he was a young warthog.
When I was a young warthog.
But at one time, Wizards of the Coast would sell you the actual just full-on set of the cards, which is one of every card. Like you'd buy Topps baseball, every year.
Oh, okay.
And I had one of those shrink wrapped unopened for like 3 weeks until I opened it so that I could finich out my deck.
Hey, look, I think Randolph's going to do
tired
mic
of buying
tricks.
packs to try and finish it out.
That's sweet. I just wanted to know which toy. We didn't need the whole fucking history.
So Magic the Gathering was a game created.
It's my bad. I'll take the
fall
fault.
of
I was the one who
1993.
inquired.
Sorry, I get kind of wordy. Jesus.
Wordy. All right, Purple. What about you? Well, why do you
wordy
still
someone.
have all the good stuff?
Yeah, Purple never got rid of him.
No, I was a teenager when the first Star Wars movies came out in the theaters.
Yeah, me too.
And I had quite a collection of the action figures from those and the original Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, Viper?
Yeah, but I had the Vipers and the Cylon Raiders with launchable missiles before they recalled those.
Yes, me too.
I had 3 of each of those, and all that stuff was in my mother's attic. And I was...
Gummy bears.
Yep. I was out of state for a couple of years, and when I got back, they were all missing. So one of my nephews got them, and nobody will own up to it.
Why were they recalled? Like choking hazard?
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't meet the safety standards, so they were on the market for about 3-4 months, and then parents groups got upset about them. So anything that had the spring-loaded missile launchers got recalled.
Yep, because the missiles were not big.
No, dude, they were large. They were small enough that you could swallow them, but large enough that they get stuck. So that was the same thing with the Micronauts. But you see, the Micronauts got smart. And they put the giant orange rubbery balls on the end of their missiles instead.
Or just make them out of like whatever circus peanuts are made out of.
Circus peanuts. Made out of
That's why we can't have nice things.
I'd like to have an old original set of lawn darts.
Oh, God.
No. Those things are lethal.
Guaranteed to take out your little brother for once and for all.
Set of those lawn darts, too. I gave him the Bionic Dance for helping with my moving fundraiser.
That's funny.
They still had a tag on the box
Sorry,
that they originally sold for $5.99.
In this economy?
That's a steal. All right. What about you, Gorilla?
I won't take up as much time as Swede did. Love you, Swede.
Got to get the digs in, right?
I had the original 1976 paperback book of the original Dungeons and Dragons rules.
What? What?
The red
Get
book.
out of here.
Yeah, and then they came out in a 3-box set, and I had those as well. And my brother might still actually have them because I left them with him when I went off to college. And then I had also at the same time the 12-inch GI Joes.
Nice, the original.
I remember
the original
those.
ones with the space capsule and the mobile command unit, and then eventually the GI Joes with the kung fu grip and the eagle eyes. And I'm not sure where all those went because when I came back from university, they were all gone. But what I do have still is my original comic collection, including X-Men starting at about 79, all the Wolverine limited edition series. So yeah, I've got boxes of comics going back about 40 years.
Nice. I gave all mine away.
No, I kept my comics. So I don't know what it's worth now, but someday I'll go through it all. And
I'm your guy, dude. I'm your guy. I know people. I'll tell you. I can get you the worth of all that stuff. It's easy.
Cool. Very cool.
I think I still. No, my price guides are way too old. What's going on, Ollie?
Not a whole lot. Just been hanging out, watching the show. To answer your round of horn question, though, Roger Waters, the Berlin Wall concert.
Oh, I see. No, we're on toys now.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Can I go?
Can you go? Yeah, sure. See you later.
Yeah.
Oh, you want you?
Peace out, Chaw. It's not worth a ton of money, but my original 89, 91 issue yellow Tonka truck, I fucking loved that thing, and they're worth more than what I fucking bought. Oh, I'm sure my mom bought for me and my cousin. I think they were like $20, but they're worth like a couple $100 now.
I have one if you want it.
I loved that. No, I need mine. Thank you very much.
Ooh.
It has to be
were they still made of metal then?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
They were still made of metal.
They were made of steel back then.
Yeah, they were the coolest toy.
Yeah, because I had one from the 70s that was made of metal. I had 5 different ones. The backhoe, the one you could move with your hand, you can do the whole thing. And
they're still made of metal today.
What? No, they're plastic, dude.
No.
Yeah, they're plastic
I
now.
bought some for my kids have some brand new Tonka trucks. They're metal.
You can find metal ones still.
Wow. All the ones I see.
I bet you they're not that heavy metal that they used to use.
There's also a couple of channels on YouTube that guys restore old toys like that.
I know.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's amazing. Some of the stuff, and the way they can recolorize the plastic so it's back to white. Wow.
That is interesting.
Give it a little acid bath.
Yeah.
With the light in there.
Yeah, they use a UV light around a tank full of peroxide.
UV bleaching, baby.
Yeah, to take out the sun discoloration.
Or the smoker's discoloration.
Yeah.
Oxidized.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, I would have liked to have that.
My buddy lived around the corner from me, had one of those. He also had Han Solo's blaster too, which I thought was pretty cool.
I had the Han Solo blaster, and I had the original Millennium Falcon toy set. I remember having that. I beat the hell out of that, though. It was in rough shape.
Oh yeah, because you took it everywhere with you, right? I had the X-Men and TIE Fighter, and he had the Millennium Falcon. So we all had stuff, so everyone didn't have to buy everything. So, but we always got together and played with them all the time.
I had the X-Wing, and then I also had the figures that you could get from the cereal boxes by collecting all the tops. And
Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I had to send away Boba Fett. And Snaggletooth was the other one.
I was going to say there was another one, and I couldn't remember what it was, but Snaggletooth. You're right.
Now, if you had the Snaggletooth that was in the blue uniform, you are sitting on a fortune.
Yeah, I don't remember which one I had. I think we all got last in the sandbox.
And if you had the Jawas and Ben Kenobi and Vader and everything with the vinyl capes before they went with the cloth capes, they're worth a fortune. I had all of them.
Yeah, I used to have the Kenobi with the vinyl cape and the Jawa with the vinyl cape. It was...
and the lightsaber that came out of their hands.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And then
I had all that original shit. And my folks got rid of it at a fucking garage sale while I was away.
Yeah, it was a tragedy the way you've described that.
Yeah.
I got in trouble for doing something bad and got them taken away from me and never saw them again.
Oh.
I had a half dozen of those original Jawas.
Me too.
Because
Me too.
I was doing stop motion animation with the Super 8 movie camera.
Sweet.
So
Do you still have it?
Oh, yeah, I have no idea if that went with the toys, but just with having a half dozen of them marching in formation and going to the edge of the screen, you can make it look like there was a whole army marching across.
Yeah. We tried
smart.
to do that too back in the day, but with a regular VHS camera, but it didn't work so well. It was really blotchy. Trying to do that kind of shit.
I got pretty good with that. No, I want to try that again. No, I'm going to try doing some animation stuff on the computer now. Go back to stop motion and do it with Lego minifigs.
Does anybody remember the Cracked magazine? They competed with Mad magazine.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It was kind of like second rate.
Three of them.
They always like
Mad, Cracked, and Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah, Crazy was a little bit more adult oriented, I think, than the others.
Yes, very much so.
It was good too, but Mad was my favorite. But they were selling with the bubble gum you buy at the store. We go down and buy our popsicles and stuff, and they'd have all these cards in there. They were like the regular baseball card size, but they had stickers on them. I didn't peel off any of the stickers. I kept the whole set, and I managed to get every card in the whole set, so it solved the puzzle on the back because you could put them upside down and solve the picture of their cracked character, of course. But I ended up with a whole bunch of extras because of that. And so I had the whole set. I have no idea what happened to it. But I'm guessing because I had the whole set, it might have some value. I just don't think it'll be as popular as the Star Wars stuff, of course, though. But
Susan just made a great point. And actually, I want to say something about this. Mad Magazine, they don't print them anymore. And it's but it still lives in digital form. But I keep having to buy new computers every time I try to fold the back page. Fold in the back page like that, and I keep fucking up all my computers when I do that.
You got to get yourself one of them all-in-ones.
What I would like to find, there was a small book that Mad had put out called For Better or For Verse. It was a collection of songs from the magazine.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, I would love to find a copy of that again.
Do you remember the books you would get with the records that you were part of the book?
Plastic flimsy things?
Oh, yeah. Or
the Mr. Bill
records that came on the back of the cereal box.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. I remember, yeah.
I had the Mr. Bill one where they do one of the episodes of Mr. Bill on the record. It was square. I'm like, square?
Yep.
Put it on the record player and sit around and here comes Mr. Bill's dog. That kind of shit, right? So, oh no!
And K-Tel with the Looney Tunes and Dumb Ditties. That's what it was.
Yep. Oh yeah, with like one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
Yeah.
That is the first thing you guys have said in 45 minutes that I have understood. I have no idea. You are speaking Dutch right now. I have no idea what any of this is. It sounds very interesting.
It was the 70s and the early 80s.
You don't even know what Mad Magazine is, dude? Come on.
I remember Mad TV.
No,
It's on the
something else
magazine.
altogether.
The little freckle face kid.
Yeah. My friend was on that show, actually. Will Sasso.
Newman.
Will Sasso is your buddy?
Well, I knew him in Ladner. He lived in
That's
Ladner
funny.
when I was there. Yeah. First time I met him, he had an old Jeep Grand Cherokee, and I rolled up there, and his door wouldn't work properly, so I had to fix his door for him. And then just kept seeing him around. Hey, you're the guy. Yeah, hey, how you doing? And then I saw him on fucking TV, and I'm like, holy shit, the guy's fucking famous. He was so different back then, though. Since he became famous, like he was so humble and chill, and thanks so much, and like that kind of guy. And when he became famous, it changed, totally changed.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's kind of like me. Like I used to be a lot nicer of a guy before like the fame hit me.
That's what I was going to say. So really, famous is just you're on TV. Now, is it TV or is it like a screen? Like if you appear on a screen,
is there an amplifier on the TV?
Yeah. Do you play guitar
or bass?
Maybe it's a Spectrum. Maybe like
you play bass with a
guitar. If you appear on a screen, you're a little bit famous. But if it's a TV screen with a bass and an amplifier, then
Well,
Yeah, I was
people
on
keep
TV
saying that
multiple
if you've
times.
appeared live
Did it.
on the internet, somebody has masturbated to you.
No, maybe. Yeah,
Even if you have all your
Brendan
clothes on.
Worrell.
especially because all your clothes are on.
Yeah. Well, I used to have the hypothesis that the internet was, developed just for porn and games.
Doesn't sound far off as far as I can tell.
Most new technologies don't make
Chemo has the
sense
same
until
problem
porn
with
gets through
Playboys.
developing them.
What did you say, Neil? Oh, read that again.
Oh, sweet. Oh.
It's a similar problem when trying to practice self-gratification of Playboy centerfolds. I'd wind up maximum arousal to Marlboro cigarette ads.
And that's how you develop a cigarette addiction.
Right.
Yeah.
Marlboro knew what they were doing.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done tugging. He'll want to smoke now. Or as we say here in Canada, he's done pulling the goalie.
Oh, you guys and your hockey references. I assume that's hockey.
Or lacrosse.
Or soccer.
Or soccer.
Do you guys play soccer in the snow? I could see how that could be confusing with the white
Yeah,
ball.
with an orange soccer ball.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
How barbaric.
Except that we call it football because it's actually football.
You don't even know what barbaric is, Mikey.
It's like I feel like one of the Ferengi is like, and you force your women to wear clothing. Disgusting.
I know it's tons of mice is now a crap ton of mice.
Yes.
It has been for a while.
Until we mess up and say something else that he can use to weaponize against us.
Well, Swede's making me hungry for supper. Only because he's eating.
How dare he?
Yeah. So I think I'll probably bow out now and get something to eat since I jumped in here right after I got back from work. And then I'm going to go read my new book. So I don't think I'll be an atheist anymore, apparently, after I read this.
Oh.
Let us know.
Good luck with that,
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it said in the interview. That if you're a scientist and you read this book, then all of a sudden you're
You're now a believer. I'll come and do an exorcism, gorilla, if you need it.
Stephen Meyer's Return of the God Hypothesis.
I think at
Three
this point
scientific
about the
proofs
only
for
thing.
God.
Neil, we could do that exorcism as a live stream.
Will there be beer?
And smoked meat sandwiches. Because that's what we have to do when
yeah.
we get together. Beer and smoked meat sandwiches. We'll do a live exorcism. Because I'm about to not regain a faith I never had.
Oops. One problem with the book. Okay.
Yeah.
Other than that, the book is flawless from what I understand.
I'll find out. I just got it this morning. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I got to read this one.
Return.
All right. Have a good one, everyone.
Hey, thanks.
Later, gorilla.
Take care, Babs. Let me make sure I got everyone down here. Yeah, I'm good. I think I got everybody. I can always check back through it and see who I might have missed.
Yeah, you've been poisoning my brain. I actually did a thank you tweet because I had like a panel of people when I just played video games, and I was like, "Oh, let me put out a thank you tweet." Oh my God, what has Neil done to me? Now I'm doing thank you tweets.
You haven't seen me outside your window going.
He's putting that in the voodoo.
But no, a little hoodoo on the hoodoo on the hoodoo hoodoo.
You
remember the Hoodoo Gurus? The band Hoodoo Gurus?
You remind me of a man.
What man?
What man?
No, I
The
don't
man
know
with
that.
the power.
What power?
The power of the voodoo.
Voodoo?
voodoo, you do.
I will never not
well.
Weaponized.
Not from Blazing Saddles.
Mikey the 604 Neil.
No, from the Labyrinth.
Weaponized tons of mice.
And yes, hi, secular pagan mom. I did see you sneak into the chat. Hello.
Hey, secular pagan mom.
Hey, what up, girl?
When I think of weaponized tons of mice, I think of the end scenes from the Wanted movie. Where he's got them all fed with the peanut butter with bombs strapped to them and makes them invade.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That part really tears up tons of mice. It's just see so many of his brethren and sisters, so needlessly killed for just a movie.
Yeah, rodents are kind of unreliable for that because you can't predict which direction they're going to run.
Oh, welcome back, Andrew. I hope it wasn't. It was a heart-wrenching story. That's for sure.
Yeah, I did not see the interview either, so I'm going to have to watch it later.
Get your tissues.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really rough.
Drink your tissues.
There was a couple of times there where it was like I was missing up.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Now, is it weird? Like half of the time I was missing up, the other half I was like, I will fight this dude.
No, it is not. I was feeling the same way.
I was like, I am angry. Like I'm hopped up, sweaty, mad.
Yeah, I know.
I want to like. I feel like I could use my fist to solve this problem.
All I could think of was, why wasn't I there to put myself between them?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's probably going to be my reaction. I have a strong protective instinct.
Yeah. As soon as she, verbally, mentally, I was already upset. And then she said, when it started getting physical, I was like, okay, that's it. Now I'm coming down there and I'm going to put that cane to a different use.
And that's probably like intellectually, that's probably like not the right answer, but I still feel
it's
more
our primal
human.
instincts.
I still feel more human for that being my answer. You know what I mean?
Fuck people like that. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck them up is my whole plan.
I just saw your private chat comment, Ollie, and have you been on my stream?
Dude, I got, never mind. All right, I'm almost done though.
I just wish I was there to smoke it with you. But I just spoke with my Aunt Shelley, who lives in Truro, and I'm going to be out that side of Canada at some point soon.
Dude, if you come here, you this way, you got to come over. You got to come over, and you got to come disc golfing with me too.
Okay, sure. I used to be that guy at the beach. I used to be that guy at the beach with a frisbee, throwing it into the wind and just fucking batting the shit out of it everywhere.
Yeah. I was that guy too.
I had 3 different sizes. The
small, medium, large.
24 ouncer, the 20 ouncer, and like the 14 one, the little tiny guys that you can do for trick shots and shit. Yeah.
My brain isn't doing math right now. I can't convert the ounces to grams.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I meant grams, to be honest.
Well, typical frisbee weighs about 190 grams. The discs that we play with are the drivers are what?
22s and 20. Maybe they were. That's referring to like size.
Yeah, that could be the size, how big they are in diameter. Yeah. So, but it was the typical frisbee is quite a bit bigger than a disc guy. Hey, have I shown you guys those?
Yeah, you did.
I think so.
Yeah. Way back when you first mentioned it, I think you pulled a couple out.
But did I show you a regular frisbee in comparison to them so you can actually see the size difference?
I don't think so.
Give me half a minute.
Give you half an hour or what?
Half a minute.
Clock's ticking.
Or more like a minute.
One of the parks near here has a disc golf course, but I never found out what the rules were.
There's a few in here, actually.
Throw it in to win.
Someone's cooking something. So
humming that makes me want to go see Ryan Reynolds' new movie just so I can see Alex Trebek one more time.
Did they greenlight Deadpool 3?
Yep.
But his new movie about him being a character in a video game, that actually looks pretty good.
Ryan Reynolds doesn't do a lot of bad stuff. I'm starting to notice.
What?
Ryan Reynolds doesn't usually put out a lot of bad stuff.
First thing I saw him in was Waiting, I think, where he played in the restaurant where he's the waiter.
Yeah.
So regular frisbee size, right?
Yep.
Disc golf driver frisbee size. Significantly smaller.
Oh yeah, they are. They have even smaller
They
ones.
weigh just as much or more.
Well, they have to for the distance.
That's right. And depending on how they're weighted, the discs will turn different directions and stuff like that. It's kind of neat what you can do with them.
I want to get into boomerangs. Is boomerangs a popular hobby?
If you're in Australia, maybe.
It looks like fun.
They hurt like fuck if you don't know how to catch them.
It's true. What do you call a boomerang you throw that doesn't come back?
It's a stick.
It's a stick.
Well, that reminds me. Fuck, you know, I just sold my homing pigeons for the 22nd time again on eBay.
It's not bad. It's not bad. That's not bad.
He's making me want to smoke a doobie now. Fuck
Yeah, it'd be
you.
your last time. I'd use them for cat food.
Why not? There's not much to them, little bastards. All right, speaking of smoking, Mike, you'll have to take control here. I'm going to go and have a quick smoke break.
All right, you numbskulls. Now I'm in control. Who wants to talk? Go ahead. Do whatever you want. I'm not that guy.
But somebody's got a hand up.
Proceed.
My screen has gone blurry for some reason. I don't know why. I'm going to turn my camera off and on right quick here.
You got a smudge on the lens, maybe?
Yeah.
Looks a little bit smudgish.
That's not my Aunt Shelley. Nice try, mice.
I've been having a problem with YouTube that for some reason it keeps opening things at a severely reduced resolution.
Yeah, mine's been kicking off that way, and then I'll have to like adjust it up. And I'm like, well, why didn't you just like? I didn't know. I don't want to watch the NBA playoffs highlights in 240p.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
why
what's
would
been
I
doing
want
to
to
me
watch
for the last
why would
week or so?
Why would I want to watch about that? Yes, yes, Susan, all the yes.
LeVar Burton, Jeopardy host, maybe.
Yep.
Maybe. I can't disagree with that, but honestly, I'd like to see Ryan Reynolds.
What? Over Jordy LaForge?
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude.
Over Kunta Kinte?
That way another Canadian takes up the reins.
Look, you Canadians had a good run, all right? Share the ball. Share the frolf, share the footy. You got to share. Who else would be in the probably like the top 5 for that job? Because LeVar's hard to top, so we'll have to just put people up there with him.
Patrick Stewart.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be there very long.
I don't know. He drinks enough Earl Grey tea to.
He'll probably outlive us all. Now it's got me thinking, who do I want that's
What
young?
about Stephen Colbert?
Nah, he tried to make jokes.
I think he would.
Nah, no jokes, man. You can't have jokes in Jeopardy.
It wouldn't work.
Well, I'm just thinking how good a job, what's his name, did on Price is Right.
Drew
Wayne
Carey.
Brady.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, no,
Drew Carey.
Drew Carey.
Not Price is Right, but the other one there, the one where they wear the costumes. Let's make a deal.
Let's make a deal. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
Wayne
it's a
Brady.
totally different kind of show.
Yeah, like
Making jokes on
make
Jeopardy,
jokes.
you're too likely to be giving hints to the answers.
Right.
Yeah, Trebek would make jokes, but it would only be like after like nobody could answer like an entire line of questions. Because there was one on college football, like nobody even rang in, and he made a quip at him, and everybody laughed except for the contestants.
What's up, 420 Atheists? How you doing? And Susan says, Colbert has his own show already. He's got his niche.
I guess.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of actors, but I guess they don't really have to be actors, do they?
No.
I gotta get out of the actor thread.
John Oliver?
See?
Will Ferrell as Alex Trebek.
Stop it. See, now we're getting to blasphemy terms.
Yeah, that's not right.
Sacrilegious. Then he'll be growing a mustache and shaving it off every week.
I would watch
pandemonium.
Jon Stewart.
Yeah, I would watch Jon Stewart do Jeopardy.
Yeah, as long as he played it straight. You gotta have him be until they're doing until they're doing the and now let's take a look at our champions. Da, 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 da. And he like walks over and says, "So it seems here that you pickle possum tails. Tell us more about that."
Yep.
Yeah, Jon Stewart's not a bad
Jon
shout.
Stewart could do it.
Yeah, it's not a bad shout.
I think he could.
Now I'm
when
thinking
he took down Tucker Carlson when he was at MSNBC, that was flawless.
Who's like above They got to be kind of above politics, though, because I think we all kind of can guess where Alex fell, but he never made a mention of it during the show.
No,
that's
zero.
what kept it pristine.
He was too professional for that.
I think I said like in a post or something like that. Like he was like the personification of poise. Like gravitas.
He was a stoic to the core.
Yeah.
What
Jon
about
Stewart? Alex Trebek. Sorry, Randolph.
What about Pierce Brosnan?
He was a professional.
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah. Remington Steele / James Bond.
No.
He did all right in those roles, actually.
If I were to go for a Brit, I would go for David Tennant.
Now that's a good one.
David Tennant's a bit too wacky for that, isn't he? I don't know, maybe.
He could do. He's done very serious roles and plays.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Well, he's got a lot of Marvel work to do, so he'll be busy.
He will be busy.
Well, they could just carry on with Alex Trebek. Being dead is not the handicap it used to be.
I bet they could loop together some footage. I mean, he did what 5,000 episodes.
Yeah, they could just CGI him in.
Yeah,
I'm curious now. How many episodes was that?
Interaction. Yeah.
Make him a young Alex Trebek again, like they did to Princess Leia in the Rogue One movie.
Then he can pretend he likes it. Yeah. That's funny. I have to go. I just got a call from a client. Some of their staff came down with COVID-19, and they just got vaccinated, but they haven't had the vaccine long enough, and so they tested positive. But their symptoms are minimal, which is good. But I've got to go and take care of some major updates to their website for them right away. Not like a bunch of things. So I'd love to stick around, but it needs to be ready before tomorrow.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
So, all right, later, Randall.
Yeah.
All right,
Check you later. Good luck.
Have a good night. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
9,000.
Thank you to the audience for all being here, for tuning in. Take care, everyone.
See you later. 9,200 episodes.
What? That's how many Trebek did?
Yeah.
Fuck. That's so many.
Like when its original release was in 1964.
Is that like Mark Hamill?
Was he doing it right from release, though?
Was he the first guy?
He might have been. Or maybe he was the second guy. There might have been a guy that did like 10 or 15 shows before him, and then somebody else got it. Or then he got it, rather.
Yeah, I don't think he was the first host.
Okay, so Jeopardy is an American television game show created by Merv Griffin. The show features a quiz competition in which contestants are presented with general knowledge clues in the form of answers and must phrase their responses in the form of questions. The original daytime version debuted on NBC March 30th, 1964. Shit. Yep. And aired January 3rd, 1975. The weekly nighttime syndicated edition aired September 74 to 75. And revival, the all-new Jeopardy! Ran on NBC from October 78 to 79. The version airing as of 2021, a daily syndicated show produced by premiered on September 10th, 1984. So he's been doing it since 84. Wow.
So it was around for 20 years before he even started doing it.
Yeah, the first host of Jeopardy was Art Fleming.
Mm. Oh, yep.
So how many shows a year did he do?
5 a week. For 36 years.
Damn, that's a lot of shows.
That's a lot of shows. Holy shit. I don't even know if everyone's eaten that many times in 36 years.
Yes,
Wow.
You've eaten that many times in 36 years.
Hey, man, rough times.
Wow.
That's a lot of shows.
Well, he also must have been damn rich because this also says that he made $78,000 per episode.
Jeez.
In what year was he making that money, though?
Well,
I
I'm
bet
sure
you
that,
the early
I'm sure
shows
that
was
was
big
near
ass.
the end, but yeah.
So you can't offer me
annual salary from Jeopardy was $18 million. So
you couldn't offer me that kind of money because I would skip episodes.
yeah, but by the time the show wrapped up, he was getting $18 million a year.
Well, I mean, and I think also we've been thinking of all men to take over for Alex Trebek. Well, I don't think we've named a single woman that could take over the job.
Okay, yeah. I'll give you that.
I was thinking of that too, but none readily came to mind.
Who played Captain Janeway? I like Captain Janeway.
I don't know her name.
Chat, help.
I'm lousy with actors, so. Actually, I'm lousy with people in general. I forget everybody's name.
I'm not great with names either.
Let's see. Kate Mulgrew.
Yeah, Kate. Yeah, that sounds right.
I wouldn't mind Captain Janeway doing it.
I mean, if you wanted to go the Star Trek theme, Gates McFadden.
Is that 7 to 9?
No, that's Dr. Crusher.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Crusher would be great. Oh, she's all silvered out now. Hey, girl. She's 72.
Is Gates McFadden Canadian?
No, she's from
That
Ohio.
would seal the deal, wouldn't it?
No, she's from Ohio. Look, Canada.
That's just across the lake from Canada.
You've had your claws in our Jeopardy game long enough?
Well, you did say you were looking for that some kind of like dignity for the position, right? So
Gravitas, you got to have it.
yeah.
It is a prerequisite for the job. I nominate Susan Turpin. And no, you're welcome. You're going to be the next host on Jeopardy, we've decided.
Greenmore is doing talk shows.
Oh, someone's saying Katie Couric.
Katie
Couric. She was host of the Today Show.
I don't know if I would like that. Oh, Mayim Bialik.
Yeah, no, she would do a good job. She would do an excellent job, honestly.
How about Whoopi Goldberg?
Whoopi would be okay.
The girl who played Phoebe on Friends, because she's got a PhD as well.
Lisa Kudrow.
Yeah. Although I don't know, like it'd be hard to separate her from that character, honestly.
And that's one of the things with, some of them, like you were saying, Janeway, that I think you've got to watch out for that of can fans separate them from their previous characters.
I think Mayim Bialik is good because she's got acting experience. She's a PhD. And I think, nuclear physics?
No, she's, she's brain science, neuroscience.
Neuroscience, that's right.
That's Mayim Bialik, yeah. But would Kate McGrew suffer the same fate Scott Bakula did going to the captain of the Enterprise from Quantum Leap? Because nobody could separate him from the role, and that's a big part of the reason that show failed, I feel.
Yeah, because I didn't really like it. Oh, she's already guest hosted.
Yeah, well, see, they could have made the whole show work if in the first episode they just showed him leaping into the captain.
Done.
That would be an interesting idea, but no.
Funky Brewster syndrome. Yep, when they can't separate you from your previous roles.
Yeah, that's been the fate of a lot of actors. That they never got a second show because people identified them too much with one character.
It's true.
And I think that's why we're excluding a lot of people, not for any malice reason, just because, I can't say Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Well, a lot of people that had that just turned to voice acting. I mean, like Mark Hamill.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's not. He's also Luke Skywalker, but he is Joker. Like he is Joker first in my.
He
book.
really is. No, I get that. For me, he'll always be Luke Skywalker, but yeah, he's the Joker too.
Well, it's also Ringo Starr has done a lot of voice acting because he really feels he can't put his face on camera anymore.
Flea did some voice acting.
Oh yeah, look him up on IMDb. He's had parts in
Jeopardy.
a lot of animated shows.
Mark Hamill in Jeopardy would work.
Oh yes,
maybe. I don't know.
I would want.
If you watch him when he did his interview at Oxford, he could definitely do the very stoic approach.
And the thing is, am I really saying that because I agree with you, or am I saying that because I just want Mark Hamill to do it?
I don't know.
I think I just want to see Mark Hamill on TV more.
I want to see Mark Hamill do more too. Anything.
Yeah, he could just open up packages on YouTube. I'd watch that shit.
I bought Wing Commander 3 just because he was in it.
All right, Mikey.
Yep.
Roll initiative.
Oh, god damn it. Where's my dice?
You're going to beat me. I only rolled, what, a 6?
Where did I put my D20? Did I put it away? That's the thing. I have spots for everything, but I never put it back there, so I have to remember the alternate spot. 8 plus 3, 11.
Yeah. Actually, we're tied because I'm plus 5 with the monk. So.
Oh, no. Then you won. If we both got 11, you got the higher bonus.
Yeah.
I got to break out my Con of the North volunteer die. For volunteering at the last Con of the North, one of the perks they gave us was that everybody got a D20 that's got 20 on every side.
Son
D20 on every side. Well, that's kind of a cheat.
I have to check that out.
Hamill was in Kingsman?
I didn't even watch that. What is that?
The Kingsman, they did 2 movies. It was kind of a British spy movie, but they didn't work for the government. They were a private organization. Right? You haven't seen that movie? It's a pretty wicked movie. So was the second one.
I saw the first one, and it was good. I never got to the second one.
How do I watch it? Can I watch it on like Amazon or? Let me look.
Yeah,
at
it'd probably be on Amazon or Netflix.
The second one is not near as good as the first one.
It's not as good, no, but it's still all right. They did do a couple of things that were kind of disappointing in the second one.
There's a third one coming out here pretty soon.
Oh, is there? Okay, cool. But you said somebody said Luke Skywalker Hamill was in Kingpin. I don't remember him being in Kingpin at all.
Kingsman.
Or Kingsman, rather.
Yeah, was in Kingsman. Kingsman, the Secret Service, right? That's the movie they're talking about.
Yeah. I remember him being in. It wasn't Vikings. What was the other one? The one that was about the Crusader Knights television show. He did a real good role in that. He was so make-upped up you could barely recognize him. Big beard, but he was
Was it the
all right.
one where the Crusader was screwing the Queen?
Yes.
That was History Channel, right?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. Oh, Mikey's allergic to the History Channel.
Yeah, that's because all they talk about is fucking aliens.
Sometimes, yeah.
Golly.
But I mean,
it was much better when it was the Hitler Network.
Yeah, there was a World War II. There was a World War II doc going on a fucking loop on that fucking network for a good 8 years.
Yeah. They did a 3-hour special.
Oh yes, he
broken
was.
up as the rise and the fall of the Third Reich, and it is quite possibly one of the best documentaries on World War II you've ever seen because it actually asks the correct question of why did the German people give Hitler the power rather than how did he take power.
Right.
Yeah.
And then what did he do with it and all the other things. And a lot of it was actually unearthed and first-time footage that had never been seen before at the time. And it's, without commercials, it's about 2 hours and 2.5 hours.
Well, the primary cause of World War II was the treaty that ended World War I.
Well,
because
yeah.
it absolutely prohibited Germany from having a functional economy.
Well, yeah, and half of productive Germany was occupied by the French.
Yeah, you Quebecois, we're looking at you.
Quebecois. What?
They're responsible for this.
Okay, back to the Jeopardy question. How about Eric Idle?
Who is that?
Eric Idle from
Monty Python.
Maybe, but John Cleese might be better.
Yeah, except
he's come out as a transphobe.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I didn't hear that.
That's right. He came out backing J.K. Rowling's transphobe rant.
And he's like, and I support her, and everyone's like, oh, shh.
Yeah.
Shut up, old man. You're wrong. You're stupid and you're wrong. Fix yourself. I'm trying to think of more young people who would be a good host for Jeopardy, but no one comes to mind because I feel like for Jeopardy, even I guess I wasn't there for like the 84 era, but it's always been a very distinguished and academic endeavor.
If anybody wants that documentary, I just posted it in private chat. It's 3 hours. That's definitely worth your time.
That sounds just like my alley when I'm having an edible and playing Halo.
I should probably check that one out.
Multi-screens for the win. Copy link address.
Yeah, I already bookmarked it. Sweet, thanks.
I think that's one of the critical things for Jeopardy is you do need to have somebody who has that distinguished scholarly air. You know, you need to actually believe that they're smart enough to answer most of these questions.
I nominate Neil, the 604 Jeopardy captain.
Yeah. Who should host Jeopardy, Neil?
That's a good question. I don't know. Alex is going to be hard to fucking follow up.
Oh, I just thought of one. Q.
Yeah.
John Delancey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think he would rather be sailing.
Out of everybody that's been mentioned so far, I might be leaning towards Miami Bialik.
Miami Bialik?
Yeah, that's her name.
Yeah, she'd be great.
But she might be better on the one where they eliminate people, the weakest link.
Goodbye. She's not British, so I feel like that's like it's such an assholey thing to do to somebody. So it's got to be
That
some
would be where
smug ass.
David Tennant comes in.
Yeah, that's where David Tennant comes. There's got to be a Brit for that. Or give me an Idris Elba.
Now you should have the weakest link just be hosted by a Dalek. You will be eliminated.
Oh, they did an episode of Doctor Who where they were in the future and they were doing a version of the weakest link and they shot a laser and killed the person that was the weakest link. That was a Doctor Who episode.
And Idris Elba can't be doing that because he needs to be doing James Bond.
Man, I was so mad when I heard he wasn't going to get it. I was like, that's some bullshit. He would have been perfect.
Steam wants to do an update? No, thank you.
Yeah, I know. My computer wants to do an update too.
Nathaniel, happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday on this your special day. Happy birthday on this your special day. Hey, happy birthday. May all your dreams come true. A happy birthday for you. Hey.
There we go. Ricky
Gervais.
No.
I don't know.
Ricky
Gervais? He's way too sarcastic for the role, isn't he?
Yeah.
So.
He would just start cackling whenever somebody got something wrong.
What's the name of the other British guy that's a comedian? Oh, he laughs so funny. I can't think of his name. He's dirty as hell, those jokes he tells. Can't think of it.
All I'm thinking about is
you know
Ricky
how
Gervais.
little that narrows it
Bye,
down.
Susan.
Bye, Susan.
I will try and figure it out. Give me a couple minutes.
Dirty British comedians. 3 billion answers for your results.
Google has 745,000 hits.
And then the quick answer on the top, all of them. Oh,
He was the first picture that came up.
Oh, who is that?
It didn't give me his name. It's just giving me a picture of him. Damn it,
Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr, exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Good job, Kimmo.
Kimmo got it first. This is why I don't need Google anymore. I have the chat. Chat knows everything.
Well, isn't there a rule on the internet of the only way to actually get the correct answer is to proclamate the wrong answer, and then you will be corrected very quickly?
That's usually the fastest way.
Yeah.
Oh, Neil, Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I won't be here.
What?
My buddy is having his birthday party at Top Golf. Have you ever heard of this?
Top Golf?
It's pretty much like a driving range / arcade, where like the ball has like tractors in it, and you get like scores and all that shit.
When's that happening?
Saturday.
Yeah, but what time?
7
p.m.
Yeah.
Okay, well then you don't have an excuse because I'm starting my show at like noon.
Oh, is it for someone in the UK?
Yep.
Oh. Well, then I'll be at work.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Who's the Brit?
Phoebe J. Rose.
Yeah. Unfortunately, your noon is my 4 p.m. I will not be home, so I won't have access to the show.
No. But I did manage to fill the spot on Thursday, this coming Thursday.
Cool.
We got Amy Newman.
The Amy Newman?
Amy Newman's coming on the show.
What are you doing for the 1st?
July 1st?
Yeah.
I don't have anyone scheduled then.
Oh, I might have to talk to you after the show then.
Oh, okay.
I've been trying to reconnect with Black Atheist Rants. For someone who streams so much, hard to nail down on times.
Wow, okay.
We're working on it.
Let me see if I can... it's getting pretty close to when I'm going to be shutting this down, but... because I'm also on my last beer.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah. I think there might be one more in the fridge. I haven't checked, but...
Wait. You know, I hate it when I'm running out of pot. It was full last week. It's half full now.
Fucking addict. I'm going to use my rolling book. I'm going to twist one up, I think.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you hand roll it or do you use a rolling machine?
Fuck no, I hand roll it. What do I look like?
Well, I'm useless. I can't roll a damn joint. I always use one of these rolling machines.
No, I don't use rolling machines. Jen, my adopted daughter, what's going on?
What's going on, Jen?
I'm not going to be staying long. I just popped in to say hello.
Oh, all right, well, see ya.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just really...
Where's the real Genesis? That is not how the real Genesis says hi.
I only say hi like that when I'm leaving. Swede.
Or when you're shilling.
Yeah.
It's the shilling hello.
No, then it's more like, hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
And I'm going to be momentarily because I'm just going to twist one up here.
Yeah, I need to get high. I was going to make some kava.
Ooh.
But I saw that you guys were still live, so I hopped in.
Right on.
Yeah, I still can't buy weed without a note from my doctor.
Really? That sucks.
Yeah, Minnesota too. It's one of the most progressive states. So I thought it'd be like one of the first 5 to pass it, but no, still dragging.
I was thoroughly shocked when Illinois passed it. Thoroughly shocked.
Oh, really?
thoroughly. I was like, "There's no way."
They fucking
Holy shit!
passed
January 1st, huh?
Nice.
All right, game on.
That's great.
And because of that, I've gained 35 pounds due to munchies.
Now, see, that's what I've been saying they need to do to get it legalized. You know, is to pass any legislation in the U.S., you need to have some commercial sponsors for it. So look at who's likely to make the biggest profit, and if we get Hostess and Frito-Lay behind it,
yeah.
This dispensary brought to you by our friends at Frito-Lay. Reminding you that Pepsi is our co-sponsor for this.
yeah, I mean, you know, there's sure to be a huge up in the snack cakes and potato chips when they legalize it. So,
oh fuck, man! I used to go get the pies, the Hostess pies, like the blueberry ones and all. Like when I was baked, I'd just fucking eat like a box of those things.
the only thing I've ever seen two stoners fight over was who got the last Twinkie out of the box.
Sounds like me. I like Twinkie.
Like, and now that they have like DoorDash and Uber Eats and Skip the Dishes, like up by you, Neil, like, if you can deliver five bags of Doritos and a couple blunts, you want to talk about Netflix and chill? You just took it to a whole new level. You just set a whole vibe when the fucking the corn chips and fucking blunts start showing up.
Yeah.
Ice cold bottle of water.
Fuck that beer.
Amazon's going to make a ton once weed becomes legal everywhere in the States.
Oh, they're taking over. It's going to be game, set, and match.
Yep. Well, bring Taco Bell to you.
Oh my god, if they can drop off tacos and weed.
I'm not entirely sure why Florida hasn't legalized it recreationally yet. Because everyone in Florida already does it.
I don't know what to tell you.
Ron DeSantis is trying to pretend like Florida is the drug-free zone that it is, but no.
What?
Ron DeSantis thinks like he still holds on to the moral high ground of weed bad. Okay.
Fucking idiot.
Hey, you know he's smoking weed.
He probably is.
You know he is. He's gotta be. Usually when people are that gung-ho about something is because they are kind of already guilty of it. They don't want to get in trouble.
Well, yeah, but they don't worry about it because in Florida they only arrest black people.
Well, there you go. He's like, ha, non-black. I can do whatever I want.
Hey Neil, do you play Duel Links?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, cool. I gotta add you to my friends.
Oh, fuck yeah, we can do it.
Yeah, I just started playing, so I'm pretty shit. And also, I didn't grow up with Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid. I grew up with Pokemon, so I'm learning all of this new for the first time. But I'm not bad at it. I got pretty good Red Eyes deck.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, there's some pretty fucking good fucking Red Eyes beatdown decks for sure. Same with the Blue Eyes one. Especially I faced a guy today who was running a Chaos Max version, so.
I basically just slightly edited the Return of a Red Eyes structure deck.
Yep.
And I added some cards that I wanted. I'll type in the private chat my friend link. Or Duelist ID.
Do you guys remember the band Kill Switch Engage?
Yep.
Vaguely.
Yep. The interim singer who did like 2 albums with him, but Howard, the big black dude, his spin-off band after he left and Jesse, the original singer, came back, Light the Torch. They have a new song out. This thing fucking rips. Everyone go listen to Light the Torch because Howard's awesome.
Okay.
I command it.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, one of my buddies, Matt Robert, was fucking huge into that band.
I think I am going to go to bed.
Oh, yeah.
It's about that time.
All right, sweet.
It is time for me to sleep.
I don't even know what time it is.
Don't
For
ask.
me, it is 11 o'clock at night, and I only got like 2 hours of sleep last night because tick, 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 and yeah, I'm tired.
5-1 here. That's okay. I don't have to work until 9:30 tomorrow. And my commute's a 3-minute walk from my bedroom to my kitchen.
Hey,
Yeah, mine is down 2 flights of stairs from my bedroom to my office. So
Hey, you both.
anyway, thanks Neil for having me on.
Oh, no worries.
Genesis and Purple. Always lovely seeing you guys, and Ollie.
Yeah,
sweet.
catch you later.
Before you go, I remember having that original set. I don't know if it was the beta set, but I had one of the original Shiv and Dragons and one of the original Forks in my Magic deck. That was
Fork was a good card until they nerfed the fuck out of it.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite cards to get with somebody. You had so many different uses. What, you're healing yourself? No, now you're healing me too.
If you remember the original deck that was unbeatable that they had to ban right away, which is why they came up with the original addition to you could only have 4 of a non-land card in your deck, was somebody just put together 20 mountains and 40 lightning bolts.
That would do it too. Real easy.
So yeah, but people got creative to the point where like that still took several turns to actually kill someone, whereas we found ways that I wouldn't even allow a person to draw a card. I had decks where you couldn't even draw a card.
That would suck.
You couldn't lay a land, you couldn't draw a card, and I would millstone you to death, and that was that.
Yeah.
Cheater.
No, it's within the rules.
I had a Goblin Grenade deck back in the day that could kill somebody in about 3 rounds, but I had to get it going.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, lovely night, y'all. Have a good one.
See you later.
Stay safe.
You bet. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
All right, he's gone. Let's talk about him.
Did you see that shirt he was wearing?
With those pants? Are you kidding me right now?
And that haircut, I mean, geez Louise. Bit long, eh?
Yeah, cut it off, hippie. That's what I wanted to say while I was here.
I sent you a friend request, John.
Oh, cool.
I did too.
I have Surus in my friends too. Played him when we were at Faithless Farm. We were outside smoking weed and stuff, and I played him around, and I beat him. He was playing Dark Magician deck. And I think at the time I was playing X Sabers.
I can buy a Game Boy Color for $155.
That's pretty good. I still have my old PSP.
I don't know if I should be on this website right now.
Well, it is getting to be just about 9 o'clock.
This is when I spend all my money.
Right.
Oh, I just realized I forgot to take my pills, so I'll be right back.
Okay. But I think we'll bring this to an end because it's getting to be 9 o'clock here, and I don't want to try. I try to want to get it, done these by around 9-ish if I can. So, well, thanks guys for hanging out with me, and of course, thanks to my wonderful guest tonight who ended up having to go for a run because this brought a lot of emotion back for her. If you did miss the original interview, definitely check the link out below and see the chat I had with notes from Autumn She's a great person. I'm in a couple of groups with her on Twitter, and we chat quite often. And just having her on tonight was huge. Like I went through an emotional roller coaster, as I'm sure she did as well. So yeah, it was one of the heavier ones that I've had in a long time.
I was ready to fight.
Yeah.
And there was nothing I could do about it, and that was rough.
Yeah. But yeah, I will at some point do a thank you tweet for everyone, and Ollie, I'll send it to you on Facebook like I always do, because for whatever reason you refuse to go onto Twitter, and I don't know why, but we're all there.
Never been on it. No, I don't.
Why don't I write? This isn't my Aunt Shelley, and I speak to her on weekends via my via the Facebook app. So don't even start with me.
Whose picture is that?
I have no idea. It doesn't look a damn thing like my Aunt Shelley. But yeah,
I have a cousin Shelley in Truro. You know.
Do you?
Yeah.
Shelley Austin?
No.
Okay.
That was close.
That's my Aunt Shelley. Anyway, so yeah, thanks again to my guest tonight, Autumn. It was great to have her on finally. We've been talking about it for a long time. So, and also thanks to my awesome patrons. You guys are amazing, and you really are the reason why I'm able to do this, to keep going and doing this. So thank you for everything you do, and hopefully at some point I should be able to get stickers out to you guys. So, but Mikey, did we get addresses? And what the hell, man? We still got to talk about the fucking store too. Like,
yeah, we set a day to do it, and we both blew it off.
I know.
We're terrible.
Whatever. We'll figure it out. We've got you got my number. I got yours. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure something out.
All right. Don't forget about Randolph and I starting our own show coming soon. Soon. I keep saying soon, and it's been a year since I started saying soon. But yeah, we'll get there eventually. It's called True North Talk, and it's over here on the YouTubes. You head over there and sub if you want. Should be some cousin Shelley. Cousin Shelley in the chat now. But yeah, I'm not sure why it hasn't been popped up. Probably because Mikey's shopping. So there it is. Yeah, so it's called True North Talk. So head over and subscribe if you haven't already. And you'll see our launch. And myself and Mikey has been on as well. The revamped and relaunched nonprofit show, which airs between Talkie and the Atheist Experience. Got some great hosts now, and it's a lot of fun to do. I haven't been on recently because of the whole mom thing, but I'll get back there eventually. And the last Saturday of every month, myself and Andy and Seamus all do a little show called Atheist Drinking Out Loud. We always have a guest on. Mikey's been on. We had Nick Suter on the last one. It was supposed to be Bionic Dance, but she had to get her computer fixed up or the internet fixed up, so she couldn't come on because they hadn't showed up to do that yet. So she's going to be on the next one. So, and that'll be coming up the last Saturday of this month. So head over to Laughing in Disbelief, and you'll hit that subscribe box so you won't miss that one. And Andy does a lot of really good stuff too on his shows, so worthwhile. Yeah, that's about it. Yes. So
The Disappointed Cat show in the morning it's a nice way to start off the day.
Indeed. And yeah, well, like I always say at the end of these, like the late great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And we will see you guys on Thursday.
Night.
Mate, you can also subscribe to Nat One Heroes on Twitch and YouTube. Get fucked.